One, two, one, two, one, two. Let's get it. Let's get it. One, two, one, two. Let's get it. Let's start with this.
Everybody makes a mistake. True. I was young and dumb. Fine. But ladies, it matters. There's a cost. You can't undo it like you wish you could. Green, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired on my own. They're going to be behind your children and behind possibly another man, your friends, pets, your desires. Green, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired on my own. So many women are so tired of being alone. And it is written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. 11 days, we will be in cuffing season. You're going to be by yourself for Thanksgiving. Because the restaurants are going to be open. You're going to look real sad at Thanksgiving, sitting at that table with you, your single mama, your single sisters, your single cousins, who are baby mamas, all them dogs. It's going to be a bunch of grown women, unmarried women, out of wedlock children, pets.
Let's get it. Yo, I'm sitting there noticing, like, yo, a lot of weirdo black women have came out to voice themselves, after Trump won the election. I was like, damn, these some weirdo looking ass women, bro. Yo, these black women are weird looking. Like, it's all over the place. So today we're going to have a little fun with that. But I have this dude with the Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley had that soft dude that be up on CNN. So you got all these weirdos. It's like, damn. It goes to show how messed up the black community is. I mean, these weird ass looking women on the screen. Like, this is what happened. These women on the screen think they're Beyonce. Fucking weirdos. These the women. Matter of fact, hold on. I got something for that. These are the women that
is the average woman, the average girl. And she knows that she's got to go work and make money. So this is where your attorneys, your doctors.
So these are the average women. It wasn't about these women knowing that they have to go work because they couldn't get a man. These were the women that you knew you could get. These were the regular average women before they went to all these weirdo things. And these were the women be like, well, you can get that. You can always have a woman as a black man. These are, they're average at best. So these women start working and start saying, well, I could buy this dress like Beyonce. And, I could buy my BMW. I could go to my concert. I could travel. But back in the days, these were just ugly women or regular women that you always had a shot with. And that's how the black community stayed thriving. But once they started making the money and doing whatever they want and buying toys for sexual pleasure and not being able to get the man that they wanted, they went on ahead and went weird with like different fashion and looks, and it just went weird. Now, yes, we thought it was weird with the weave and all that stuff, but look at these women. Let's say all these women got real hair, right? Let's say all these women on the screen got real hair. These are some weird looking women, bro. And this is just the beginning. Hopefully we can have some fun during this stream, because I don't know what black women thinking, man. I wanna change the title. I want to say, Dear Black Woman.
Hello. Hello. So here's everybody's name. I'm about to take it off the screen, but I'll put it back up in a little bit because we have a conversation to be had. And I want folks to know why they are here. So thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Friday Night Live. I wrangled my folks in literally at the last minute to either scale up or scale out. I help women create sellable businesses. And I also live here in Mexico with Dee and Jewel. This is her second home, San Miguel de Allende. And so we are so happy to have you. And this particular conversation really was derived from the women who are planning to move abroad or already left. So this is why you see these particular individuals on the screen. Not only are they my sisters in my everyday life, but these are women that I respect. I appreciate their opinion and perspective, and who act.
Look, y'all got to understand something. This is faces of defeat. They have lost. They've lost the war. Look at these women's faces. And it's like, damn, sis, you want somebody to feel bad for you other than a woman, right? Don't you want somebody to feel bad for you other than a woman? They like, nah, women feeling bad for me is good enough. I just need some regular bullshit support from the sisterhood so I can make like everything's going to be all right. But I'm really hurt down inside. I really thought, more importantly, I really thought black women mattered. I really thought that our voices mattered. Like we're the most educated. We vote more than black men. We try to outdo black men every phase of the game. And we really thought that mattered. Like, we really thought it mattered, sis. And turns out they're really hurt. Right, passport sisters. Yo, bro, this is what happened to us. You know the rules. These were the basic women. They didn't have all these weird hairdos and stuff. These were the women that brothers always knew. Yo, I could get me a girl. You know what I mean? A bunch of ugly black women around. I could always get me a girl. Brothers knew that. And they would, shoot for the stars and land on the moon or whatever the case is. And they started getting money and jobs thinking they was Beyonce. Look at these bitches. These bitches is holding swag that they're not with a man. And these bitches are talking about, yo, the future of the U.S., we going to have to leave. Greatest ever SYSBM. Good morning, pimpin'. Black women are come on, don't be like that. Yo, let's be nice today. No, hell no. Have all the fun you want to have, brother. No, let's be nice to the sisters. We are. We telling the damn truth. We hoping that they realize it. Because it ain't for us. We're brothers. We get women. We do whatever. It's for all the brothers that don't, man. That's what everybody say they out here talking for. They should have never, come on. Don't be there. Come on, great. Come on, fellas.
Add great value and context to this conversation. So please be sure that you drop your commentary in the chat. I'll do my best to respond. But let's get started, you guys. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is actually part 2 of the conversation that I had. That I did a video when Kamala Harris was appointed or whatever, for the.
Yeah, it's all whatever. Now, y'all gotta pay attention to these black women. They are a defeated species right now. And black men say, bitch, why are you defeated? What is wrong with you? They're too far gone, y'all.
Democratic Party. And there was this big call for black women to, here we go again, let's forge the movement. And honestly,
you see that? I got to turn it up. Y'all gotta understand look. They so stupid. They they are so stupid that they don't know what they're saying. She said it was time for black women to forward a movement. Ma'am, why, first of all, why aren't you saying black men and women? That's first and foremost. So we know you all the way fucked up. And second of all, you want to do a movement, you know, like always, by yourself. You're a grass feeding lion. So you had thought that, yo, I'm a lion and I go out into the jungle. I got nothing but grass to feed on. The other lions and other animals eat red meat, and you are red meat. So while you're sitting out there feeding on grass, the goddamn hyenas and all the other animals are preying on you. And you like, but I got other lions with me. Y'all all eat grass. That mean you fake. That mean your movement is bullshit. Dear black woman, your voice don't matter. Why are you trying to take it away from like your voice only matters to black men, the same people you don't want to be bothered with. You don't have no voice, sis. What is wrong with you? You want to have a voice versus the white man and the white woman by yourself. No backup.
It was a big call for black women to, here we go again, let's forge the movement. And honestly, you guys, for me, it pissed me off because everybody is always calling on a black woman's labor. And so this is part 2 to that conversation because now we're on the other side. So let's get started. How did you guys feel? Or how do you guys feel now that it's set in? Not to make this conversation all about politics. I really want to center around us as black women and what's next. Don't all jump in.
How do I feel? I feel like, first of all, since this has all happened, I have not watched a concession speech. I am very much into politics, right? And I've not been able to. I've not watched any of the channels or the coverage that I've been watching all along through the entire campaign season.
Ma'am, are you aware that you a weirdo looking woman? Ma'am, somebody like you supposed to be one of them women that's supposed to be trying extra hard to be sexy. You supposed to be wearing all the extra shit. You are not supposed to ever have this sort of down day. That's why brothers think you bitches are like radical left.
And that's just because I've been a little down about it, right? More than a little down. And it feels like I have to go, not me. I feel like my people have to go underground for some reason. I don't want to make it.
Hold on. Your people. What people? You're only talking about black women, right? Because ain't shit y'all doing include the black men or black boys. Good morning, the Wavy, the Pimp Squad, and everybody. Brian Turner. Black women consider themselves a different race from black men. The community is done, son. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's get it. Disagreeable. The bald head one at the top looked like she got a girlfriend. And, you know, brothers know what they know. I just noticed all these hoes are bald-headed. No. All of the black women are bald-headed. They wear weaves. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? This is the problem. And that's the only grace that I've ever given to black women. If you didn't wear weaves, you would all look like this. And white women would have their way with you. And I don't want that for my black sisters. So wear your weaves. Blend in. Because if y'all all look like this, white women would disrespect you bald-headed monkeys every chance they got. You don't see white women speaking like this or about their men. Asian women, Spanish women, Indian women all treat their men with the utmost respect. You had me, but once you said, see, that's the major problem, great. The major problem is the black man demands respect. The black woman is not born with it. The black woman is only born with love, in which she is void of. And when they talk about a black man bringing something out of them, it's only the love that they were born with that the black man could bring out of, because they are void of love. I believe that respect is not even in the process. Respect is out. And I don't want black men wanting respect from black women, because it means nothing. That's why over here we always say, yo, extract from the black woman. Do not let that bitch off the hook. She ain't got no fucking respect. They think DMX, here we go again, assholes. Yo, these bitches, but they remember, grass feeding lions. So they're not the real DMX. They like DMSX. Like they some phony shit. Hold up, top right is a woman. Right. That's what I was saying. Women like her supposed to overdo trying to be girly. It's sad, man. Can you say bottom of the vintage barrel, especially the one at the bottom left? She got the gray bush box. Right. That's why I was like, yo, the weirdo black women are coming out now after Trump. Because I'm like, look at all these fucking weirdos. These are weirdo looking women. I'm sorry. That's how come I kind of agree with with Brian Turner. These, I think they carpet munch. These some weirdo looking women. I bet you won't drop that all black women are bald headed. Yo, bro, I will. Because who don't know that? Who don't know all black women are bald? See, because the reason I'm going to drop it is because I'm righteous with it. Look, I believe all black women are bald headed. And the only grace that I have for them is that they get to wear wigs. For some odd reason, their hair don't grow long. So white women would have their way with them. Anytime they had a discrepancy with the white woman, she would call you a bald-headed monkey, right? So, or bald-headed whatever. And I would rather the black women wear the wigs, because I don't want white women having to one-up on them like that. It's an easy one-up. It's like low-hanging fruit. And then we start singing that shit. Have you ever in your bald-headed life seen a bald-headed bitch with a bald-headed wife? Like, you just start disrespecting these women, and we, I give them grace, son. You know what I'm saying? I give them grace. You know? Whose fault is that? That is something they have to deal with internally. Oh, bro. Keep in mind, your chats won't come up for everyone if you curse or don't use code. My God. That's how they doing us out here. I'm glad Trump in. They got to stop this stuff. We got to start being honest with them lying. I disagree. You must lie to them, brother. They would never believe anything. They don't believe in you. You must lie. Dolomite's in the building, the legend himself. Yo, we having some fun today, pimping. Wait, y'all do that too? So New York is basically, yeah, B.
It seems like it's all doom and gloom, but that's kind of what it feels like. And I've been trying to come out on the other side to find how I'm going to be okay. Not just me, my family. I'm going to be fine. Financially, I'm good. I don't think I'm going to be able to turn the television on.
Financially, I'm good. That's all we ever said. What's everything we said?
It's the average woman, the average girl. And she knows that she's got to go work and make money. So this is where your attorneys, your doctors, your lawyers, your finance people, this is where your go-getter, ambitious women come from.
Simply told. She got her money. Anytime you hear black women speak, you can just identify, yo, we fucked up as a community. The black woman's way off. I mean, who? You know what I'm saying? You know?
For probably the next, I think maybe 16 years. 16 years, y'all. Think about that. That's how I feel.
I had this conversation earlier today. I have lived in rural America in my tiny house since about 2018. I had my house in the city, in the Charlotte area, and then I was forced to move it out in rural America.
I had my place in the big city, Charlotte, and I was forced to move out in rural America. Man, why you didn't have a man? What is wrong with you dumb bitches?
Yeah, I feel like people in urban spaces, black folks in urban spaces are having an awakening of the ugliness. I feel like I've seen this since 2018, having to had to move my house twice because of racism. So none of this has been what I've always known to be brewing. And this is
ma'am, black women who got a man don't experience racism. And it's so funny how single black women experience racism when they get all the benefits in their best friend, or they are the guard dog, the German Shepherd for the white woman.
All these German Shepherds.
As I drive in the area where my home is. So this isn't new. I wasn't shocked. Well, disappointed. Absolutely was not shocked. I'm not shocked about the go forward and the nastiness of what is to be expected coming from this administration, all of the things that are to happen. I'm not shocked or at all or caught off guard because I have already seen this happening in the spaces that I have to live in. It, to me, kind of like what Dee said, where you said you feel like you need to go underground. I have said for many years now, like the spaces where I live in, I've never been a gun owner. I am a gun owner. I have been for several years now. I don't leave home without it because I know the spaces, I know the energy in the spaces that I live in.
Now, y'all hear that? Think about what black women are putting themselves through by abandoning men. She has to buy a gun because she can't be with a man that would take her from living where there's racism at, where she's unprotected, to where she got to buy a gun. And guess what happens when you got a gun? You could mess around and pop somebody. So every day of her life, she is living the threat of going to jail for 25 years. Like, what kind of women is this? These are weirdos. I didn't see this video. These are weirdos, bro. These are weirdos. Let's have a little fun, y'all.
2025. That's not real. That's fake. That's fake news. That's fake news. That is not Trump. That's fake news.
Did you got to make America y'all black kids out here with
Weirdo black women coming out. These are the voters that had brothers scared. Me in particular. I knew they had people like this voting and shit, and my black brothers, wasn't going to be able to keep up with them numbers as well as vote with them. So it was people like this that scared me, the weirdos.
That's fake news.
Did you got to make America y'all black kids out here with
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm KJ Robbins, and today we're gonna walk around Baltimore, Maryland, and we're gonna see who's voting for who. So,
like us,
Democrat. So we're gonna see if anything changed. Let's go.
sisters like us,
What's the problem though?
I'm sorry, what you say?
What's the problem?
Wavy like these buns. This wavy, baby. This wavy buns.
What's the problem, what's the problem?
What do you do for you?
The people. It's the people.
What people?
Like we don't need him to do anything for us.
Then what you need a president for?
Ma'am, we don't need him to do anything for us. The same way we don't need Kamala to do anything for us. We just don't want her in there. Let's just listen. The reason why the answer can be that simplified is because you're voting for pro-deletion of the black community. Like, we're not going to even go there, but let's just keep it normal. We're voting, you're against us, we're against you.
We don't need Trump.
What's your president for then? What is your president for?
We need the economy
What is your
to be right.
president for?
We need the economy to be right.
What is your president?
And we need border patrol.
Border patrol, well, you go patrol the border then. You take your red sweatshirt and your red hat and go patrol the border.
Have a nice day, man. What's up? You ain't voting. We're gonna make America great again. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna make America great again. Yes, let's go.
Dear black woman, you can't beat the black man, sis. Because we're regular men. We don't stand for all of the weirdo shit.
How you doing? Y'all voted? What you say? Appreciate it. Y'all voted? No, we voted. Who you voting for? I that guy. Who you voting for? I that guy. Come on.
See that? This dude with his girl, he got to make her feel good. He said, I ain't voting for no Trump.
Come on. Who you voting for?
Right, nobody at this point.
What's up, man? Oh, sorry. Who you voting for, boss? Huh? Who you voting for? I don't know yet. You don't know yet? Yeah. When is the last day to vote? Like 4 years ago. I know. When the last day? When is the last day to vote? The vote like 3 more days. You gonna vote? Yeah, of course. Who you voting for? Huh? Who you voting for? For your friend.
He said, I'm voting for your friend. Now, people don't understand what Poppy talking about, but this man is wearing red Trump apparel. And I wish we'd have saw this ahead of time.
All right, no, we're gonna make America great again. Let's go. We making it great again.
That was important. That was important right there. Poppy and them turned out. Oh, hold on. Poppy and them turned out. It was real. Wow, right in this black man face. You fucking fake black.
Yeah. We can't have four.
Now, remember, y'all, remember something. I want all y'all to understand. Let's say Trump turned and things turn bad or whatever, and all of the stuff that they tell us to be scared about happens. So what? The same way it would have, when we would have been upset that all of the rainbow shit that they were trying to get to happen. They would have been like, well, so long as we beat y'all for voting for Kamala, the boys could play in girls' sports, tampons could be in the bathroom, underage children could get transitions. They'd have been like, well, so we beat y'all. He is a business owner from a communist country, or he Indian. He knew this bitch ain't shit. Yo, bro, we get. I didn't watch this video. We getting at work.
More years of Kamala and Sleepy Joe. Let's go.
Hold on.
Who you voting for?
Kamala.
Why?
Because I want to, and she sees me. She sees me.
What she said?
I can't vote for nothing he got.
How the last 4 years has been for you?
Let me tell you something. It's not about what the last 4 years has been. I'm telling you what he ain't for. He ain't for me. He don't want me to be a woman. He wants to control who I am. I'm not giving him that power. I don't want.
One thing I can't stand out of the black woman is this. Ma'am, you have ate your way out of womanhood. You people like you and all of the other brutish looking black women, you shouldn't even be able to call yourself a lady or a woman. Not the way you're using it. You're using it in a soft context. No, nothing soft about you. But besides this. Come on, man. I don't like when these gladiators be acting like they're a woman. I don't like that.
Let me tell you something. It's not about what the last 4 years has been. I'm telling you what he ain't for. He ain't for me. He don't want me to be a woman. He wants to control who I am. I'm not giving him that power. I don't understand you right now. Like, you is an enigma right now.
Why you don't understand me?
Because you are black for Trump. Like, for real out here? Like, for real. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that?
Well, I voted Trump because I don't like what's going on in America. I don't like what's going on as far as illegal immigrants coming in to our country. Illegal. I don't like the economy. The economy has been shit.
That's why I say we don't. It's so many things to name. Like a lot of us be called with the women's rights and the transitions of the youth. Oh, then you got the border. How could we forget about that? Think about it. They would have made us forget about the border with this Kamala shit. Here go Wavy. Here go Wavy, yo.
Who's like us, you know.
What's the problem though?
I'm sorry, what you say?
What's the problem? What's the problem? The vote for. What's the problem?
What he do for you?
The people. It's the people.
What people?
Like we don't need him to do anything for us.
Yeah, what you get the president for? What's your president for?
We don't need him. Trump is for the
What's
people.
your president for then? What is your president for?
We need the economy
What is
to
your
be right.
president for?
We need the economy to be right.
What is your president?
And we need border patrol.
Border patrol, well, you go patrol the border then. You take your
Well, you go patrol the border then.
red sweatshirt and your red hat and go patrol the border.
Have a nice day, man.
Wavy said Henny. Wavy said Henny, and he had them big old legs up in the air. Wow. My God.
And you ain't this and you ain't that and you ain't got this and you eating cats and you eating dogs and you can't vote and you can't tell you what you
Trump never said you can't vote, or he didn't never say nigger or any of those words. He didn't never say that. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because I was in front of the White House when he had the Bible upside down and say, get these niggas out of here. So you sure?
I'm sure.
All right, that's your story. You want to stick to it?
I'm gonna stick to it.
All right, I respect that.
I'm going to the grave with my story.
I respect that. I'm going to go to the grave with mine. Mutual. All right,
Let's go.
And that is the black community in a nutshell. You go your way, I go my way. I don't have no harm towards you, sister. I don't know what you got towards me. But why we can't be together? What is this separation? I don't like that. Look at this. Bye-bye.
Who you like? Who you voting
That's crazy.
for?
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know. I know Trump, from what America knows and everything.
What is that? What America knows?
America knows Trump is going to give you a show. He's a showman, you know what I mean? As far as Kamala Harris, I don't really know her. All I know is that she was in the Biden administration.
Who is Kamala Harris? I don't know her either.
I have no idea. I feel like she's under the gun because she came in, you know what I mean, last minute.
Do you support illegal immigrants?
I really don't care no more, man.
Why not?
I feel like this. The world is so big and vast, you know what I mean? If you go somewhere else, they're more accepting of us than we are here, and we're from.
Whoa. He don't know what he's talking about. And why don't you go somewhere else? But this is how it is. The black people are crazy. They don't know how to cherish anything. Bro, we put our work in for this country. And you'll just spit on the backs of the ancestors where they fought for us, for you to have this freedom right here. And you like, well, just let the illegals come in and have the same shit we have. This is a clown. I would say back in the days, niggas would jump on. For real. Like, that's the freedom. All the cameras everywhere. He got that sort of freedom. Niggas would jump on.
You get what I mean? For sure. Do you care about the economy? Do you care about where the economy is at right now versus where it was at 5 years ago, 4 years ago? Which one was better for you?
4 years ago. Well, no, because he didn't give me no money either. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, brother. Good talking to you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
This man got on all this Gucci running to the fucking bus.
Hey, bro. What's up, bro? Nothing ain't up. But the ice cream. That's the ice cream. No voting, no nothing. Who you voting for? It's my business. Oh, so you ain't voting for Trump. You're not a Trump guy. I'm not a Trump guy. You're not a...
I mean, see, that's how easy it is. If you don't say who you voting for, because Trump people are more boisterous. Trump people are proud to say I'm voting for Trump. I must admit that most people are proud to say it. So if you say I'm not saying, then you voting for a woman, brother.
The Trump guy. How? How is that possible?
I'd like to ask you how that's possible that you are.
Well, 5 years, 4 years ago, we already got the sample size of Trump. Everything was perfect under Trump.
That's it.
For me.
Oh. Don't stick that in my face.
What?
I said don't stick that in my face.
Make America great again.
Those Kamala Harris voters are very mean, un-American, not nice. They're mean people, man. They are mean people.
Jean, welcome to Senai on our I thank you all so much for the love and support. Hope you are doing great. So out of the fact how everybody's looking for a way to move the the attention or divert the attention. This woman said that before the election, some people can
at the polls because they would think that if they voted on that iPad, it would count. Did this happen to anybody else? It kind of seems fishy to me, and I didn't think about it until today.
So if you're like me, you probably have oodles and oodles of feelings about the outcome of this presidential election and the fact that we are all now staring down the shotgun barrel that is Project 2025. What is abundantly clear to me right now is that Imani Barbarin was right and that Democrats never really wanted to win this election in the first place. Imani Barbarin, if you don't know, she is a Black disabled activist who's very active on social media. I follow her here on TikTok and also on Twitter. And she called it, I think, sometime between 2021 and 2023, that Democrats aren't actually interested in winning the 2024 presidential election. And I personally believe that she's right. I remember earlier.
Sorry about that, y'all. We can't be watching no damn trans, man. I'm sorry about that. But that's who the war is after. The war is after the trannies. They're really in trouble. Dang, this bitch sitting around watching this tranny that much.
They want to keep versus lose. And you need to understand that for a lot of white women, voting for Kamala Harris would have included loss of privilege because just like a lot of white men, they have unearned guardrails in their life and privilege in their life. For a lot of white women, voting for Kamala would have meant giving up some of those things and having to be an actual ally to women. They would have had to examine things about themselves that are not pretty to look at. They would have had to look at somebody in power that doesn't really look like them. Because again, a lot of them are allies more so to whiteness and American culture and power in general. For them, that provides a lot of benefits. White women.
Y'all hear it? Do y'all understand what she's saying? White women don't want to align with you. Dear Black woman, you don't matter. Dear Black woman, you do not matter. White women do not want to align with you. They want to have you like Trump. Now, see, okay. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, Trump is racist, allegedly, right? That is the way this country has always been. I've been trying to tell people when Trump first ran and was calling them racist. The country was like this. White people number one, Black people number two, everybody else. Biden want white people first, Black people and everybody else number two. We have always been number two, which was our rightful spot in this country. And that's all it's ever been. I don't know why the Black woman thought that she would be 1A or some other weird shit. At the same time, giving up our number two spot, blending us in. Like that dude said, yo, I don't care if we get all the illegals in. Bro, that's taking our spot away, you dummy. What about the people that built the trains and all that so we could be us here? That's what make us special as Americans, Black Americans. They know we built this country. And you niggas, right. And it's not funny, disagreeable. Don't, stop this bullshit. It's not funny. It's not funny. That second place is mine. Fuck that, B. And it was a great second place. Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit, I don't know. Black people are crazy. Black people used to say to me, "No, I ain't second place to nobody. I'm number one." I was like, the white man would never let you be number one. They had founding fathers and stuff like that. Like we earned second place. They were treating us inhumane. That's ours, bro. And you niggas worried about immigrants getting treated to aluminum foil sleeping bags, hot meals, and hot chocolates and everything at the border. We were treated way worse. Like what? Come on, man. But this white girl is telling you, black woman, we never wanted to align with you.
For a lot of white women, voting for Kamala would have meant giving up some of those things and having to be an actual ally to women. They would have had to examine things about themselves that are not pretty to look at. They would have had to look at somebody in power that doesn't really look like them. Because again, a lot of them are allies more so to whiteness and American culture and power in general. For them,
a lot of white women are allies to whiteness, power. Not black women, not anybody else, but in particular black women. That's who she's talking about.
That provides a lot of benefits. White women have the option of removing themselves from the women category, right? They can vote according to all sorts of different interests. A lot of times.
Yo, I never saw this video, bro. This is crazy. Look at the black woman heart break. Look at her. You trying to be African and Americanized? This white woman is telling your ass off, bitch.
Go to whiteness and American culture and power in general. For them, that provides a lot of benefits. White women have the option of removing themselves from the women category, right? They can vote according to all sorts of different interests. A lot of times they mistakenly believe that a man has got their back. They just vote the same way as him if they sort of approximate, right, themselves in allyship to the same things that men are allied and in proximity to.
Hello. Hello. It's a beautiful thing to see the black woman get told right to her face what white women. Remember we did the other video the other day, the black girl was like, yeah, you white women, you smile in our faces. Right. Why would you ally with them over the black man? Yo, these people are sick.
They think they will get all the same benefits and protections, which is never, ever, 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 ever true. But they think so anyway. They vote against their own interests and the interests of other women. They think that when it comes to them, they're going to be an exception. And that's only true for the rich people. As a regular woman, that's only true for you while you are young and pretty and you don't have 5 children hanging off of you so much that you're neglecting your husband and you're neglecting your wifely duties, at which point he will divorce you. That's when white women turn into women. That's when their allyship does a 180 and now the men are the enemy and it's women need to support women and who's going to watch my kids and who's going to do this. Yeah, the white women really think they can take themselves out of the women category. And to be fair, they can. It's just that when life kicks them back into that category, they always regret it. They always go back on their word. A lot of these white women that have voted, they're either married still, and they're aligning themselves with men instead of women. You know, when other women criticize them for that, it's like, well, aren't I a woman too? And it's like, no, not exactly. White women have always benefited from aligning themselves with men, especially.
Hello.
In America, because there have always been minorities in America to absorb the burden that white women would have otherwise had to carry for men. And what I'm specifically referring to is something that I said in a TikTok or two before black women rightfully called me out. But I used to say this thing, women couldn't work like men took away our right to work. And black women were like, we work the whole time. We always have worked. That's very, very true. Just so you know, that's what white women are trying to avoid. They're trying
Hello. Hello? 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 Hold on. I got caught up with this bud. Hey, listen. The black women said, ma'am, we have worked the whole time. She said, yeah. Oh, my bad. But white women, we don't want that. You keep your working black ass and you keep working. Hello?
Would have otherwise had to carry for men. And what I'm specifically referring to is something that I said in a TikTok or two before Black women rightfully called me out. But I used to say this thing, women couldn't work, like men took away our right to work. And Black women were like, we work the whole time. We always have worked. That's very, very true. Just so you know, that's what white women are trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid that path because that is the path of most resistance and most oppression. White women.
Hello? Hello? We've never seen this video, but god damn, is she telling the black woman about herself or is she telling the black woman about herself? I've never seen this video. Hello? They're running back to their men. What are these dumb bitches running back to?
So I feel like I've already been mentally preparing myself for this, and but I've also been sharing with people what I have seen out in rural America. You know, every weekend they're out in the woods doing their thing, preparing. And it's one of my friends said, well, it's hunting season. No, it's always that out in the woods that they are practicing every weekend. So, and I've shared that with my friends. So what I am feeling right now is more of the same, of that protection, of that plan. With my tiny house, I always, I shared it has wheels, so I always have a plan A through Z. Or
bitch living in a tiny house with wheels. Unbelievable. What is wrong with these people, man? Hey, yo, dog. That's how come I always say to y'all, bro. I was born as a black man, and we were always genetically predisposed to having greater assets than the others, right? Once we grew up and we learned the value of our assets and how it could benefit us in many ways, I would never, knowing that it's nothing but gladiators that make money, I would never go buy a tiny house with wheels so I could say that I'm independent and strong, knowing I got gladiators that value a predisposed genetic marvel in my own little ways. I'm no Mount Olympian. And my sophistication and everything like that is worth great value to these gladiators. Why would I go buy a tiny house on wheels in rural America where they're racist to where I got to buy a hand pistol that I got to carry around every day and be on guard because they be practicing hunting monkeys? Like, what? Your life is that bad? Your vagina can't garner nothing better than that in life as a black person? Well, yeah, my vagina could garner more. I just want to do this on my own. My goodness, sis.
relocating. Sometimes it's the relocation of my home, and sometimes it's the relocation of me. That is part of the journey of me having built my home. So there absolutely has to be, like, now that the rest of us are seeing this energy, this ugliness, I feel like, it is, people are shocked and trying to figure out what to do and scrambling. And I think this is something that I've always known was the case. And now it is go into the plans that I've already been thinking of, because I knew this energy existed.
I knew this, and see, they always tell on themselves because they stupid. I knew this energy existed. So I knew they would vote for Trump. So I knew Trump would win. So, ma'am, why wouldn't you be aligned with the black man? Why would you try to defeat that? Hello? I'm asking you a question, sis. Well, I was just thinking for a second. Like I said, why, if you knew Trump would win and you knew America was like this and you was preparing for this, why did you try to defeat it? Why wouldn't you align with the black man and change your world instead of trying to defeat the man you knew you couldn't beat? Hello? I'm thinking.
I will say, and I said this earlier this week on my Facebook and Instagram, that they never loved us. Yeah. They never loved us, and
And
I always, no, and I always say I attribute it to an abusive relationship.
Hello, y'all hear that, right? They never loved us. Like I told y'all, weirdo black women are coming out after Trump wins. This is some weirdo shit, bro. She said, yo, they never loved us. Ma'am, for the past 25 years, y'all had Oprah and all this stuff. The black man, especially the niggas in the street, we did not care what you was doing with Oprah and Maury and Jerry. We truly didn't care. But all that time, you was building a hatred for black men. You was building the most educated, and you was building this sisterhood, and you was building this alliance against black men. And brothers never really cared. Brothers like, go ahead, girl. Ain't nobody thinking about that. Until it really, black men start saying, well, hold on. You really are against brothers. So now that brothers have their right to vote the same way you have the right to vote, you say, yo, they never loved us. Because the past 25 years, we would let you run a fucking muck. And you considered that love. Now that's, yo, these are evil people, y'all. These are evil people.
I would say, and I said this earlier this week on my Facebook and Instagram, that they never loved us. Yeah. They never loved us, and I always say I attribute it to an abusive relationship. It is, when are we going to get tired of being treated this way? Because this time we thought and we hoped, and we kept hope alive, right? And then America did what it has always done, which is to show you who they are. And to me, it has never changed.
Here we go again. Somebody else telling on themselves. America showed you who they are or who they were or who they was. Why wouldn't you align with black men if you knew this been happening since Dr. Martin Luther King and they were all together? Why would you separate? Why would you have to be on this live call knowing black men don't rock with you in the real way? Knowing that you lost and you got to cry. And black men, we doing the same way you did to Kobe and everybody. We dancing on your grave. We dancing on the grave, son. We having a good time. Yo, they never loved us.
And we kept hope alive, right? And then America did what it has always done, which is to show you who they are.
Green, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired on my own.
Wow.
And to me, it has never changed. That's what this country was built on and founded on. And it is fighting very hard to maintain it.
So you knew all of the rules of America, but you still went against it. Ma'am, y'all are not talking. You're not talking in a flex. You don't make the correct point in my simple mind. You're saying that, yo, we knew all this all along. We know how America has always been. But you won't say in the midst of that, we have separated ourselves from black men where we couldn't be as strong as we would if we wanted to. What the? That's why they're sad, y'all. Because we're forgiving people. Yo, come back, suck this eggplant, and let's get together.
And it is really very much up to us to decide that we are ready to break up with this relationship.
Ma'am, no, don't leave. Don't leave, sis. We want some bald-headed, overweight, in the arms ass bitch.
It's abusive. Well, you know, one of the things that I struggle with is tact. So when you guys see me kind of get breath, it's really because I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this without being offensive.
Oh, wait. I didn't realize we were supposed to be doing it. I'll do better.
Because I think Black people suffer from delusion. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. I don't know why Black people continue to beg for a relationship with white America. I have no idea where that.
What? Hold up. Ma'am, y'all with white America. You are not with the Black man, so who the fuck are you with? Hold the fuck up. Yo, I can't do this, Bree. I gotta switch the video. I can't do this, dog. Y'all expecting too much out of me, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Black women are the problem. I hate to say it, but I never hear other races of women acting like their box makes the sun. Bro, it's out of control. Your overweight sister saying they going under the earth. Sister, please stay here with us. I mean, these sisters are sick. Matter of fact, we can't. We don't want that sad ass shit. Trump had more people than you think, bro.
You Donald Trump. Donald Trump brought up. You voted? Yes. My man. Yes. Why you vote for Donald Trump?
Because I like his policies. I don't like all these immigrants coming in. I don't like the economic situation.
And he could just stop right there. He could stop at the immigrants. But he actually got more that he don't like. But he could definitely stop at the immigrants.
What is this, the worst?
And remember, they down in Baltimore, Maryland. They not even in New York and all the other spots that we at. They in Maryland and he's sick of the immigrants. And you know, it's FBA Black people down in Maryland. They sick of that shit.
And I'm in my 40s, and I don't like that. So that was like my two top things. Everything else I don't care about.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you. Yes, sir. I appreciate your time, brother. How you doing, boss? I am good, man. Who you voting for? Trump. Why?
Look what he got. He got a family. So you got at least 2 Trump voters. And guess what's going to happen, y'all? These little boys going to get older, and they going to vote like their daddy. That's 5 votes. The Black woman, your voice don't matter. They got families. You're alone. Your children don't fuck with you. It's all right, man. I'll give you a break. You can have a snack. B, you work. I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break, brother. Have yourself a break. Let's laugh together. You know what I mean?
Just because he's got it all right, and why not?
What you say, Ma?
I said, why not? There's no other option.
For sure, there's no other option. Surprisingly, we got a lot of Trumps. One thing I did notice is everyone that's voting for Trump, such as myself, pretty calm, nice.
Right. Very important. Very important observation, young man. When I talk to Trump people, they're nice people. They're proud of who they're voting for. We just said that earlier. The other man, the Harris people are so nasty. It was very, very a good observation.
Everyone that's voting for Trump's option. Surprisingly, we got a lot of Trumps. One thing I did notice is everyone that's voting for Trump, such as myself, pretty calm, nice people. Everybody that's voting for Kamala, everybody want to fight and cuss me out and say, give me curse words and say bad things to me. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I mean, what's the big deal? I thought we was free. Like, I'm seeing that we're not as free as I really thought. I thought everyone was free. And, you know, and I don't get this thing of why this women's rights thing that I keep hearing from my community of people. We're free. Everybody's doing what the hell they want. And also, Trump is not against women's rights. I don't know, this abortion thing is a big deal. 1 second. And I keep running into that. That's the only thing. Everybody loves living in this misery, in this miserable economy, and everybody loves the illegal immigrants coming in and taking opportunities from him, and her, you know, and now in the future.
Damn, they got 4 kids. They got 4 kids, man. My goodness.
You know, and that's going to be a big deal. So that's why we voted Trump. I don't vote identity politics. I vote on policy, and that's why I voted for Trump. It's no big deal, you know. But that's one thing I did notice. You know, I don't care. I'm not going to be ashamed of who I voted for. The people in Kamala Harris that's voting for her is very nasty. That's what I've noticed today. Very nasty, and I'm glad I didn't vote for her. Which there was no chance anyway. But I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all look like a very nice family. And hey, ma, yeah, it was nice talking to y'all. Yeah.
Yo, son, that's who black people used to be. We used to have the families like that, dog. We used to have the families going to the restaurant and going to the beach and going down south and doing all this stuff, B. We used to be the families. You'll never see that shit, you know, and, you know, too heavy. We used to be the families, dog. It is embarrassing, man, that these women don't want to be a family, man. It's sad, man.
Can be in jeopardy when it comes to their reproductive health.
I agree with that. I also agree with the fact of this is just future. Please work on this, guys. I am all about you need to also have multiple places to go. Residency. You don't have to move abroad. You don't have to move abroad. No, there's a lot of steps in order to do that. But you can surely make sure you have residency in other countries. Go visit different places. Have the residency, your passports, have all of that ready. Some money stashed away.
You copycat bitches. You copycat bitches. You can't do shit that you can't think of shit on your fucking own. We been passport bros. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That high calorie gladiator was wilding on, son. Yeah, son. Yeah. Where was it at?
Can't vote for nothing he got.
How the last 4 years has been for you?
Let me tell you something. It's not about what the last 4 years has been. I'm telling you what he ain't for. He ain't for me. He don't want me to be a woman. He wants to control who I am. I'm not giving him that power. I don't understand you right now. Like, you was an enigma right now.
Why you don't understand me?
Because you are black for Trump. Like, for real out here? Like, for real. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that?
Well, I voted Trump because I don't like what's going on in America. I don't like what's going on as far as illegal immigrants coming in to our country. Illegal. I don't like the economy. The economy has been shit for the last 4 years with the administration of Sleepy Joe and Kamala. So therefore, when Trump was in office 4 years ago, everything was perfect. Everything was great. The economy was going forward. There was jobs. We had no illegal immigrants coming in, killing our citizens. We don't need 4 more years of the bullshit that Kamala has been putting the American people through. Inflation is rampant. Like, I can't even sleep in the air no more.
Okay, so you do know that the president that's in the building today is only implementing things that had been done before the presidents before them. So just because when Trump was in office, all those things was happening, it had nothing to do with him. If you look at the history, he was trying to block all that shit. He didn't want none of it. Let's talk about it, okay? When Barack had the Obamacare, he wanted to snatch that, but he didn't have nothing in the place of it. So he had no other choice but to get along and move along. Okay? So you mean to tell me you want your sister or your mother or your auntie or whoever female to not have the right to choose what they want to do with their body?
See, she had something, but she lost it. Yes, Trump do want to get rid of Obamacare, and that could affect people, yes. But she lost it right away. It's really sad they can be making their box useful, but they'd rather be mad. I agree. I'm also going to get some women knocked up for Wavy since he hates life. Wavy like that. Wavy like this thick one. Hey, Bernie, this what Wavy like.
If you don't know Baltimore, Maryland, that's voted 15 years, Democrat. So we're going to see if anything changed. Let's go.
Sisters like us, you know.
What's the problem, though?
I'm sorry, what you say?
What's the problem? What's the problem, what's the problem?
What he doing for you?
The people. It's the people.
What people?
Like, we don't need him to do anything for us.
Yeah, so what you get the president for? What's your president for?
We don't need him. Trump is for the
What's
people.
your president for then?
What is your president for? We need the economy to get right. We need the economy to be right. What is your president? And we need border patrol. Border patrol, where you go patrol the border then? You take your red sweatshirt and your red hat and go patrol the border. Have a nice day, man. What's up?
That's what's up.
Party has made it a crime to obey some of God's commandments. The Democratic Party has declared war on God. Okay? The Democratic Party has made it a crime to discipline your child. God says your child is disobedient, put your rod to it. If you break your child in, the Democratic has made it a crime. Okay? When everybody wanted to defund the police, Donald Trump is the only one that stood behind law and order. The Democratic Party, they are pro-criminal. They have passed all these laws that make it a crime to punish criminals like God said they should be punished. Most of the states that got rid of their death penalty that was instituted by God were under Democratic legislation when they passed that law. God says homosexuality is an abomination. The Democratic Party used the power of the federal government to give the gay community a whole month to celebrate their pride. That was done by Obama, okay? So agree, huh? Agree. Biden, the Democratic Party.
This man is going off. He going off, baby. Yo, B. Black woman, dear black woman, your voice does not matter. People know you are a grass-feeding lion. White women, Minister Jack always said, the black woman is the white woman's guard dog. Minister Jack always said the black woman is the white woman's guard dog. You could never be an ally to a white woman. You could never be equal to a white woman.
Removing themselves from the women category, right? They can vote according to all sorts of different interests. A lot of times they mistakenly believe that a man has got their back. They just vote the same way as him if they sort of approximate, right, themselves in allyship to the same things that men are allied and in proximity to. They think they will get all the same benefits and protections, which is never, ever, 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 ever true. But they think so anyway. They vote against their own interests and the interests of other women. They think that when it comes to them, they're going to be an exception. And that's only true for the rich people. As a regular woman, that's only true for you while you are young and pretty and you don't have 5 children hanging off of you so much that you're neglecting your husband and you're neglecting your wifely duties, at which point he will divorce you. That's when white women turn into women. That's when their allyship now does a 180 and now the men are the enemy and it's women need to support women and who's going to watch my kids and who's going to do this. Yeah, but white women really think they can take themselves out of the women category. And to be fair, they can. It's just that when life kicks them back into that category, they always regret it. They always go back on their word. A lot of these white women that have voted, they're either married still, and they're aligning themselves with men instead of women. You know, when other women criticize them for that, it's like, well, aren't I a woman too? And it's like, no, not exactly. White women have always benefited from aligning themselves with men, especially in America, because there have always been minorities in America to absorb the burden that white women would have otherwise had to carry for men. And what I'm specifically referring to is something that I said in a TikTok or two before Black women rightfully called me out. But I used to say this thing, women couldn't work like men took away our right to work. And Black women were like, we work the whole time. We always have worked. That's very, very true. Just so you know, that's what white women are trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid that path because that is the path of most resistance and most oppression. White women are so close, right, to the tippy top. So they're constantly watching the white men just skating on by in life on that path of least resistance. And they're running and running and running to try to keep up with the men. Let me jump on, let me jump on. And the white men are like, yeah, later, next time, keep voting for us. And we'll definitely, just as long as you keep voting for Republicans. The dream for a lot of white people is just to benefit off of the labor of others. That's why white women don't care. That's why they vote for whatever benefits them. They don't vote with other women. They vote for themselves. They vote to approximate themselves to the source of power, which is a white man, and historically has been a white man. And the way things are going, it's going to be a white man for another 4 years now. Because again, white women get to pick and choose what their allyship is to. They get to choose whom they align themselves with. That's why they always play the woman card. But just so you know, to them, it's not about being a woman and it's not about supporting women. It's about supporting the status quo so that they don't lose any of the privileges that they currently like having. They don't want to align themselves with all women because that would mean they drop down. Do you see what I'm
So
saying?
this is all I got from this video, and I just all I can say is that everybody really have to brace up. You all really have to. You all would like I F around and find out, and it is also the season because a lot of people find out what they did to themselves and how they voted. It is absolutely still going to affect them, right? And excuse me. All I can say is that I am waiting for Black people, and you all.
Small p has nothing to do with genetic.
Yo, that white girl bust her ass. yo. That white girl bust her ass, yo. Yo, that white girl, she can't even talk. Yo, that white girl, yo, Black woman, this white girl told you what it really is. You dummy. Where we was at, man?
He passed up legislation that requires government buildings to fly the pride flag on Pride Month. Government building. The Democratic Party is pro-Satan. It's under the influence of Satan.
What's up, man? Who you voting for? Trump. Wow. Best president. Who you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
You already voted for Trump, dude.
Together. Now, this is something that I try to teach y'all. Pay attention, y'all. Stay with me. Here's a lesson of the day. Lesson of the day. Lesson of the day. What do I try to tell you niggas all the time? When I'm outside, this is what I see. I see fat, ugly white women with a man. He ain't 6 foot. He ain't none of that stuff. He's just a man that loves this woman. Creating a community. This is what I see when I go outside. Fat, ugly white bitch with a man. Give a fuck what he look like. This bitch got a man. And that shit, that is ridiculous. Look at these bitches. They supposed to have a man. You just as ugly as that white bitch. But not all the way. You always more better than the white. But you almost as ugly as that white bitch. That's the difference in the communities, brother. So you got 4 who got nobody. And they look better than that white girl a little bit. Look at this ugly, fat, porky pig bitch. Got a man who cares about her, loves her. She can call on him if something happens to her. Umar Johnson, he ain't no bitch could call Umar Johnson. And that's the problem I got with Umar Johnson. He will let this fat, porky pig bitch have the ability to call somebody to care about her than the Black women that he professed that he care about. That's the Black community. Yes, all you Black women look better than her. But look at her. She got somebody that cares about her. And she's aligned with him. That's the fucking community, bro. Fat bitch like her thinks she too good for somebody. Like, come on. You dumb bitch. You think you too good for somebody. Letting this fat white bitch have somebody care about her life. And as a Black woman, you don't got nobody caring about your life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can anybody say Tanya TKO? Can anybody say Tanya TKO? This fat, ugly girl has somebody cares about her life. She can walk along the boardwalk holding hands. Tanya TKO ain't got nobody. That's the Black community. Tanya TKO got all the bitches on the internet. This bitch got a real person that cares about her. And guess what he get to do? He gonna go home and eat and stay fat. He don't got the pressure that they put on you black men. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Does anybody else witness this in their everyday lives? That's the difference I see when I go outside. Fat white men not being judged, only judged by his character and how he cares about this woman. And that's all she cares about. She wants somebody to care about her. And they both got families. They come from family. It's just the way it was supposed to be. And these are Trump voters. See that? Why nobody commenting now? Why nobody got nothing to say in the comments now? Because the black woman ought to be ashamed of herself to have a person, this fat, ugly white girl gets to have somebody care about her over all the beautiful black women we know. That's the black community. Can I get a witness? I be so upset when I see that shit. I be like, look at this fat white bitch. She married, everything. No? Same fat black person gonna put the weave on to try to have the same hair to say how she too good for a man like this. Fat and black put the same fake hair on and say she too good for a nigga that look like this. Magical family, what's good, pimp? That's what I see when I go outside. That's how we, and black women can say it all they want. You get the blame for this. You can't put you can't look like this girl, steal her hair and be too good for her husband. That's crazy. And you gonna live the rest of your life alone with a dog. They got family, kids, dogs, they got house, they got it all. And white power.
The government, the Democratic Party is pro-Satan. It's under the influence of Satan.
What's up, man? Who you voting for? Trump. Wow. This is the best president. Who you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
You already voted for Trump. Yeah. Can you guess who I voted for? Trump.
I'm hoping.
I voted for Trump, baby. Trump 2024. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Look.
What are you going to do?
No, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Make America great again.
Come on, stop playing. Come on, man. We're taking America back. Why did you vote for Kamala? That's why did you? Why did I vote for Kamala? I just feel like she has
Pause. Yo, when a nigga say, when somebody talking to you, Magical Family, when you hear a man talking to you, I'm trying to get this concept in you guys' mind. We're going to start disrespecting these niggas. We're going to be first at this. When you talking to a man and he say, I feel like, you say, pause. Pause, son, pause. Pause. Too good for him. Too intimidated by me. Bound to be alone. That's all we ever said. Magical Family, that's all we ever said. Oh, man. I guess my internet went off last night because I had the numbers up here. Here they go. 92% of black women want the 20% of y'all, Magical Family, but y'all don't want them. And they don't want the 80% of black men that want them. That's the black community. Yo, the man said, I feel like, pause.
Make America great again.
Come on, stop playing. Come on, man. We're taking America back. Why did you vote for Kamala? That's why did you? Why did I vote for Kamala? I just feel like she has
pause.
she has more opportunities for the black community than Trump. Opportunities like what? She's giving 30K to new home buyers. She's also, you know what that's going to do, right? It sounds good, but you know what it's going to do. What is it going to do? What's going on right now? You tell me. Inflation. And inflation always, it's going to cause more inflation. No, it wasn't. It's going to cause more inflation. As long as they print out and give out money, it's going to cause more inflation. So I got a question for you. Would you vote for somebody that's been legally accountable of sexual assault? Already vote.
What? He said, yo, would you vote for somebody that has legally been convicted of sexual assault? So the policies don't matter. The border don't matter. That's how they took out, that's how they programmed our black people. So the border don't matter. And their slot in America don't matter. Because Kamala Harris and Obama and them try to say we all equal. But the real black women that voted for Kamala, they say, nah, we know this is a white man's country. They got founding forefathers and they got all this other shit. So, man, why did you lead a black man if you know the white people are together?
Voted for Trump because Aubrey voted for Trump because you want to hear my opinion? So I voted for Trump because policy. I didn't vote from identity politics because Kamala is, I don't know what she is, black, blue, red. I don't know. She's not one of us though. She's definitely not one of us. You think Trump is? No, Trump not one of us. But I don't vote. I don't cast my vote off of that. But I'm just saying I see a lot of Democrats that's voting. I'm a Democrat too, but I'm just voting Republican this time because now I'm woke. I don't support the liberalism that the Democrats push. And I got a son. I don't support the liberalism of the agenda that they're pushing on the youth and trying to get the youth to be a part of the agenda. When we was growing up, I'm 31. When we was growing up, we ain't had that. It was boys was boys, girls was girls. And I don't have a problem with it, but I do have a problem with that being pushed on the younger generation. I do have that's a big thing. That's a big thing. The kids from today is totally different from how we was when we was growing up. So I can't support that, and I can't support illegal immigrants. I can't support illegal immigrants coming into the country illegally. And also, I support the economy, which was 4 years ago when Trump was in office. I support that. I support the economy because the economy was way better, and I support the economy was way better. And you know that illegal immigrants help the economy. Well, not illegal, documented immigrants help the economy to rise. Well, we don't have a problem with documented immigrants. We have a problem with the illegals that's coming in that's not supposed to be here and they're coming in illegally. But most of them aren't getting documented. But
there you go. That's how the new generation was born. See, this dude don't know how to talk to him. See, what happens in this instance right here, you have to go black on him. See, because he got dreads, he fake black. So you automatically go black on here. And you say, well, brother, are you telling me that do you know of Martin Luther King and them? He say, yeah. And you say, did you think that what you're saying as far as like, let the illegals come in and be documented and take away from black people, do you think Martin Luther King and them was saying stuff like that? And he'd be like, yeah, I think Dr. Martin Luther King was saying that. And then you're talking to a straight bozo. But you'll give him one more chance. You'll say, hey, do you think Malcolm X was for that? Well, Malcolm X went to Mecca. So yeah, he was for more than black people. There you have it. That's our youth. See what I'm saying? So, but you gotta put them in that black space because once they start, anytime you see some black person talking about illegals, okay, that's when you know it. Come on now. You're sitting there, we all saw on the news, them illegals marching to the border. You're telling me you good with that? That's crazy.
You're not supposed to be able to come in illegal. That happens with every country, man. No, well, it happens, but you're not supposed to be coming in illegal.
That's why I say you gotta take them to the black phase.
Legally from nobody is not supposed to be able to walk across the border and come into any country illegal. Nowhere in the world. So you think that building a wall is smart? For sure. For sure, because it's going to keep all the people that's not supposed to be here out. Who's paying for that? The taxpayers. But who's paying for the war? We also paying for wars that's going on. Build a wall. You not understand.
He rather pay for a war that don't concern him. Yo, our youth are tore up, y'all.
So you rather kill people. How do I rather kill people? Because you're paying for a war. I mean, that's not really killing somebody. It's killing people. Where's it going to happen? So
he said that's not really killing people. Our youth are gone, y'all. These people got votes. That's the type of shit that was scaring me. You know, it's really embarrassing. And you know they haven't. See, what happened to America was this. History has been stripped from the black people's music to the Negro League of Baseball to everything. And you only get these one couple of figures, Jackie Robinson. They strip all the other history out of this to where the young black youth don't know nothing about it. And they just happy that they could just wear sweatsuits and do whatever they want. And that's because, you know, the parents or whatever, you know. They really try to erase the whole history, dog. Like, shit you ain't never seen before, brother. Like, they try to erase the history of the whole black experience in America. And the only time black women bring it up is when white women turn on them over some election shit. Now it's racist.
What is war? War, people die in war. That's true. Yeah, I just feel like it's me versus everybody. I feel like it's me versus.
Pause, son. But I do understand where he's coming from. It's different for him because he's actually getting a feeling from people. He's not just saying, I feel like, in the sake of conversation. He's getting the feeling from people, so he gets a little bit of grace.
Just a world full of comments. Like, everybody just looking at me crazy and everybody just giving me the side eye, mugging me. Yo, it's wild. It's insane. It's crazy, man. But I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Like, it's hilarious. Like, I'm free. We free. Like, I'm not.
Right. Most importantly, you're free. And the black community will make you feel unfree more than anybody. I ever told y'all that time in 2016, I was like the only loud Trump dude in New York. And I went down to Harlem and them niggas was going to jump me. And I had to back down. Yeah, I had a black Trump 2016 t-shirt before he won. And I had a Trump bucket hat. And I was flagging, son. I was out there, you know what I mean? And I went down to Harlem, and them niggas over there by the projects was like, yo, you voting for Trump, son? What? Yo, them niggas was stepping. I was like, yo, son, let's get out of here, you know? I was like, nah, son, it's just a t-shirt, B. You know? Niggas is gonna jump me, man. So the black people make you feel more oppressed than anybody.
Shameful of who I'm voting for. And in Baltimore City, in Baltimore, man, it's just crazy. Like, people looking at me weird. It's like highly democratic. And people got attitudes out the woodwork. Like, I thought people was happy. Like, I don't think these people seen evil yet. I don't think these people know what's coming. If Trump don't get in office, I don't think these people know what's coming. For sure.
Bro, you know,
Yeah, you voted?
I'm going to. I feel like you for the people.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like you for the people.
You support liberalism, like what's going on right now. You support. I want to be careful. You support like what they pushing on the kids from the community from.
As far as like, well, like, what you mean? What they pushing on the kids?
Do you support like? Do you support like?
You can straight up with me.
Do you support the same? Do you support sex change and
no,
like?
No. I ain't gonna lie. I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't support none of that in the schools. Yeah. Neither. You feel me? I thought that should be left out of the school.
So what you like about Trump and what don't you like about Kamala? We can start with Trump first. What you like about Trump?
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I just know for like this from his last. You feel me? Going on. He for the people. For sure. He for the people. Everybody try to bring up his past, like how he's racist and all that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that man one of them people that's gonna go with the norm of America. You feel me? Like he got his money.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that That's the thing, and that's the reason why I voted for Trump. I can't support a lot of shit that the Democratic Party is pushing. I can't support the illegal immigrants who's going to come in and take opportunities from us. And from our kids, I don't know if you got kids, but it might look like nothing is going to happen, like it's not a big deal right now, but future generations down the line, they're going to be competing from the same thing that our kids and maybe us, what we competing for. Like they're going to be competing for, jobs. They're going to compete. If you're down on your luck, they're going to be competing for government assistance. They're going to be competing for all them things, and you might be the ball left out. You know what I mean? We might, and we've been here. We've been here in this country. And then for a new person to come in and get everything you're supposed to have, it's kind of crazy to me. And they coming in illegal. So I can't support a lot of things. And with the economy that Trump had created years ago, I want some more of that. I can't have what's going on right now. I think everybody's struggling. Like the crime rates is up everywhere, all across the Democratic cities. Everybody's struggling, and everybody's trying to make a way for themselves, which is going to drive the crime rates up. And yeah, man. I mean, I respect it. I'm glad that you
most definitely, yeah, you feel me? I seen y'all, me and my coworkers was just talking about it. You feel me? So hey, I saw y'all and I was just like, well, look at that. You know what I mean? Coincidentally.
Made you proud?
A little bit, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit.
We got a voice, we matter, bro.
We do. You feel me? We definitely do.
Yeah, we always think we don't matter, but we really matter.
See, he didn't want to say it. He said, black women think we don't matter. Yo, black women think you don't matter, son. You do matter, black man. You fucking do matter, son. They try to fucking undermine your ass every turn, but you actually do matter.
I ain't gonna lie. As far as Kamala, I just feel like she a little bit of a hypocrite. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree with that.
I don't respect
her. Why do you think that though?
Because of the you feel me? Some of the laws that she had passed back in her time. You feel me? As what was she? A district attorney?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You feel me? I had a lot of friends that went to prison off of some of the laws that she helped pass. You know, because of weed, bro.
Yeah. And now you know she's trying to legalize it on the federal level, a piece of black man. You think that's crazy? You think that's crazy?
Exactly. Yeah. I see it. You feel me? I see it, but no, I'm not with that. Yeah. I'm not with that.
That's not going to do nothing to help black people. Like that's not going to do anything. Legalizing weed on a federal level, it's not going to do anything. It's like a slap in the face.
Especially for where it's already legal. Like I can stay home.
Yeah, but you know, it's not. You're not supposed to take it that easy. You're supposed to be dumb and be receptive of it. Like that's why. So most people are not. They don't think in a literal term. They think how they feel. They feel that's what they predicate their thoughts off of. How they.
There you go. This man's all right.
Feel. So it really doesn't do shit for the black community. So that's why she put that in place just to appease to the black community. We matter though, bro. That's why you see so many.
Very important, man. We matter, man. Yo, these black. Yo, think about it, y'all. We matter, and look at their faces. We matter, and look at their faces. Instead of them saying like, "Yo, brother, yo, y'all won this one." You know what I mean? Yo, good job. Y'all voices matter. We hear you. We want you, what y'all want. They'd rather be talking like this about brothers.
Because if you have to get out, if you have to leave, because I know there are very much people who say they want, this is our country, my family, blood, sweat, and tears, and died for kudos to you.
Wow. The ancestors died, blood, sweat, and tears, and the bitch said kudos. That's what happened to the black woman. Her ancestral love. Yo, the bitch said, your ancestors died here with blood, sweat, and tears. Kudos. That bitch said kudos. And you wonder why people blame the black woman. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Now, we ain't never seen this video. No, she didn't just say that.
I know there are very much people who say they want, this is our country, my family, blood, sweat, and tears, and died for kudos to you.
Wow.
I'm not trying to change your mind. Absolutely not.
Wow.
What I am saying is that you very much need to do what our ancestors did not have the ability to do, and that's to have options. Right. Have the option to be able to leave.
Right. And so she's saying that she's not trying to encourage you to move out of the country. Just be prepared to do that and do that sooner rather than later. They are already they're starting to build this cabinet. The new administration is building their cabinet. One of the first people they've named has been the person that's going to be over the State Department. The State Department is what allows you to get your passport or to get a visa. Okay. All they have to do is defund certain departments, and that's going to slow down the process of processing a visa or allowing you to have a passport. please do it sooner rather than later. Do not allow them to cut budgets of things that you're going to need, and you won't be able to take advantage of those things. She mentioned money. I am all about money, right? I want to have options to do whatever it is I want to do when the F I want to do, all right? And I am able to do that. I'm fine financially. There are a lot of people, I don't want you to be in a position where money you had and you just been living your life, right? And then you find out you can't live your life later on. Be very, very, very intentional about how you use your money. They are already talking about getting rid of the IRS, okay? They're talking about cutting certain taxes federally, right? So you'll end up having more money in your check. They're going to allow the states to charge you more, so you're still going to have to pay more for the services. Not to mention tariffs, right? So again, you got more money in your check, but now you still have to spend out more. You're just going to pay it in a different place. Get your money together, right? That is the equalizer. It is not going to get 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees. You got.
Okay, if money is the equalizer, and you get with a man, and y'all putting money together, making things happen, why is that not a good plan, sis? Why is that not a good plan? See, because the white women don't want to work that hard to try to do all that. Yo, this is sick, y'all.
And I got you. I understand business foundation. That's one of the things that is concerning me, because everybody's like, create your business. To me, you should have had a business.
Absolutely.
And it could be a conversation. There are certain boxes that you need to check for yourself when it comes to money, business. These are things.
That's all the black women talk about. Money and business. I keep telling y'all, nobody wants to believe me. All they talk about is money and business, and they lead with their wallet. It's all I keep trying to tell y'all. What they're missing is the men with the money don't give a fuck if you lead with your wallet. That don't make you nobody. They just don't get it. And then the attitude that you don't want to submit or surrender to the men that can provide for you, that's erased them off the story. So what do you have left? You have Prince Simp, where you want to act the way you want to act, and you want to have a man that you could boss around and have a little pet monkey and all that, but you got to pay for everything. Well, you too selfish to do that en masse and still have relationships with somebody that you could boss and rule around. So you rather just be by yourself with a dog, and you keep preaching to other women. Get your money, boo. I know your pussy ain't shit that you could get a man and rock his world and come together with a man. I know your pussy ain't worth a damn. Get your money, boo. I know you ain't got no real flavor. You ain't got no character. You ain't got no charm or charisma to finesse and put down on a man, because you just been raised to have stupid hairstyles and act unladylike and be a piece of shit. Get your money, boo.
Things that you need to be able to have. And also, you need to make sure that you are monitoring on your intellectual property. Stop giving away your shit for free.
That part.
We fucked up, y'all.
Work for you, but you also have to activate your money. In this week, I trade, right? And I'm not encouraging anyone to trade.
Where we want to live.
Let me say this too. For me, for us, I would not have met any of these women on the screen and some of them in the chat and be as close as I am to them had I not left the United States.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean,
Copycat women trying to be passport bros.
It's to whiteness and it's to power, which connects them very directly to the white men in power. And they have a unique relationship with allyship because they can pick and choose according to their interests and what privileges they want to keep versus lose. And you need to understand that for a lot of white women, voting for Kamala Harris would have included loss of privilege, because just like a lot of white men, they have unearned guardrails in their life and privilege in their life. For a lot of white women, voting for Kamala would have meant giving up some of those things and having to be an actual ally to women. They would have.
White women believe that voting for Kamala would have decreased their value and they would have been allies to women. What kind of women, ma'am? Black women.
had to examine things about themselves that are not pretty to look at. They would have had to look at somebody in power that doesn't really look like them. Because again, a lot of them are allies more so to whiteness and American culture and power in general. For them, that provides a lot of benefits. White women have the option of removing themselves from the women category, right? They can vote according to all sorts of different interests. A lot of times they mistakenly believe that a man has got their back. They just vote the same way as him if they sort of approximate, right, themselves in allyship to the same things that men are allied and in proximity to. They think they will get all the same benefits and protections, which is never, ever, 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 ever true. But they think so anyway. They vote against their own interests and the interests of other women. They think that when it comes to them, they're going to be an exception. And that's only true for the rich people. As a regular woman, that's only true for you while you are young and pretty and you don't have 5 children hanging off of you so much that you're neglecting your husband and you're neglecting your wifely duties, at which point he will divorce you. That's when white women turn into women. That's when their allyship does a 180. And now the men are the enemy and it's women need to support women and who's going to watch my kids and who's going to do this. Yeah, but white women really think they can take themselves out of the women category. And to be fair, they can. It's just that when life kicks them back into that category, they always regret it. They always go back on their word. A lot of these white women that have voted, they're either married still, and they're aligning themselves with men instead of women. When other women criticize them for that, it's like, well, aren't I a woman too? And it's like, no, not exactly. White women have always benefited from aligning themselves with men, especially in America, because there have always been minorities in America to absorb the burden that white women would have otherwise had to carry for men. And what I'm specifically referring to is something that I said in a TikTok or two before Black women rightfully called me out. But I used to say this thing, women couldn't work like men took away our right to work. And Black women were like, we work the whole time. We always have worked. That's very, very true. Just so you know, that's what white women are trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid that path because that is the path of most resistance and most oppression. White
women don't want to work like you Black women. Look at this Black woman. She's sick in the stomach. White women don't want to work like y'all. Sorry. Listen to these monsters. All they talking about is work. Sad, man.
Women are so close, right, to the tippy top. So they're constantly watching the white men just skating on by life on that path of least resistance. And they're running and running and running, trying to keep up with the men. Let me jump on, let me jump on. And the white men are like, yeah, later, next time, keep voting for us. And we'll definitely, just as long as you keep voting for Republicans. The dream for a lot of white people is just to benefit off of the labor of others. That's why white women don't care. That's why they vote for whatever benefits them. They don't vote with other women. They vote for themselves. They vote to approximate themselves to the source of power, which is a white man, and historically has been a white man. And the way things are going, it's going to be a white man for another 4 years now. Because again, white women get to pick and choose what their allyship is to. They get to choose whom they align themselves with. That's why they always play the woman card. But just so you know, to them, it's not about being a woman and it's not about supporting women. It's about supporting the status quo so that they don't lose any of the privileges that they currently like having. They don't.
There you have it. And as a Black woman, look at her. She thought that she was going to be buddy-buddy with the white woman. You see how horrible the Black woman is? Yo, don't feel bad, son. Don't you dare feel bad. Don't you fucking dare feel bad for these bitches, B.
Election showed us exactly, or showed me exactly, where we Black women stand. And I, for one, am over it. I'm going to focus on me and mine. I'm not going to bat for anyone else. I love the mindset that we are Black. We are not people of color. I don't even want to be referred to as a person of color. I am Black American. That's it. And if nothing else, to me, this election proved that there is, in fact, a difference between being Black and being a person of color. But those are my views. Let's get into some of these TikTok views, and I'll come back later with some closing arguments. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into it.
So my TikTok family, the lesson is not ours to learn.
Pay attention. All these weirdo, where's all these weirdo Black women? They're some of the most weird looking people I've ever seen. They fucking weird, bro.
Remember that. The lesson is not ours to learn. So I just had a very difficult conversation with my daughters. One is crying, and I had to keep telling her it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We have learned the things that we needed to learn through the struggle and everything else. But I will say it was difficult holding it together in the face of her tears. Because she went to a top 5 school in the United States and had serious racism against her. And I don't know if all of that just flooded back. But let me say this. The lesson is not ours to learn. It really isn't. And everyone, I know you're upset. Let me acknowledge that. I know you're upset. You're okay. You're okay. For thousands of years, we've been okay. Have we been mistreated and abused? Absolutely. But we're okay. And we're going to get through this as we watch them learn the lessons they need to learn. So I'll tell you this. I know my pastor over in Lithonia, Georgia, used to always tell us, be sure you have your canned goods on point, your dry goods on point, have a good water source or water filters. Be ready for those times.
Man, where's your husband? What the fuck? Why are you gladiator bitches in so much survival mode? What the fuck is going on? Yo, these are some weird people. They're in survival mode. We're in the money. Yo, we are laughing at you, bitch. We are laughing at you because you actually feel some sort of way. But you don't feel no way that you're not with no man. You don't feel no way that your daughters ain't trying to procreate and build grandbabies for you. Where are your fucking priorities? You out here on TikTok. Shit is crazy.
Just be ready for them. You know, my grandparents raised me. I can take a handful of flour and work wonders. My grandmother taught me that. We're okay. The world did not end. You're still breathing in and out that God breath that is in you. You're okay. Chin up. I'm going to say that over and over again because I see so many people upset on this site and now in my own house. I said, Kamala's going to be okay, just like Hillary was okay. We're going to be fine. Let's still wait for the morning to break. But we're good, okay? We're good.
Oh, you that mad about Trump?
I sure ain't. It don't even make no sense. I'm gonna be praying to the wrong God or something. Serving the wrong God. I hate this butthole get up there, this evil, wicked behind. Don't care about nobody but himself. But yet he can be the president. And he can go and commit all crime, nothing happened to him, but other folks do the same thing. They go to prison, they lose their money, they do this, they do that, not him.
Why you think Trump's so evil? Why you think he's so bad, Mom? Come on, man.
Because he wants to be, and first of all, your dad told him how to be evil.
Well, they probably like him because he tells good jokes, so that's probably.
He didn't tell no good joke. He don't even tell no joke. He just sit there and make fun of folks and call folks all kind of names.
I think they voted for him because he's a comedian.
Because he's stupid.
He's a good comedian.
And they just like him.
I think they like him because he's a comedian.
No, he ain't no comedian. Nothing he say is funny. What he be doing is up there making fun of folks.
Don't be that mad, Mom. It's gonna be all right.
I can't say in this stupid good.
Just don't think about it, Mom. Just don't think about it.
Why am I not thinking about it? I got to live here.
He ain't gonna do that. Don't never do nothing else. Trump ain't gonna come to your house.
He ain't got to come to my house.
Good morning, y'all. America showed us exactly who she is, didn't she? Spinning the block on her ex, the same one that she broke up with before, right back with him. Okay, locked in for 4 years, right? Okay, it must be a self-esteem issue. You way too good for him, but you wanted him, so you got him. To those that put in the work, thank you. I love you all. We are still going forward. History still was made. Do you hear me? You can be sad, disappointed, confused, angry, all the things, but not hopeless. We are resilient people. We are still going forward. And to those that voted for Trump and people like him, listen to me when I say this. I want you to lean in. Don't let this man embolden you to get your ass stumped out. Let's be clear, okay?
What do we always say over here? Gladiator BWs. What is the first line of order for a gladiator? Kill or be killed. That's the first line of order, bro. And then we talking about somebody who's a gladiator and then want you to treat them like a soft flower because she got a pussy. Ma'am, you destroyed the whole combination. You put on the same wig that a transgender put on. Like, you are a mixed fucking fruit. Ladies don't fight. Ladies don't stomp people out.
We are resilient people. We are still going forward. And to those that voted for Trump and people like him, listen to me when I say this. I want you to lean in. Don't let this man embolden you to get your ass stumped out. Let's be clear, okay? I don't know what type of time you thought this was, but it's not that, okay? I want you to keep your racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic tail away from me. Do you hear me? Unless you want your head rocked. That's all I'm saying. We are not those people, okay? Not this time, not that time, at any time. We're going to talk to each other with respect, or you're not going to talk to me at all. Do you hear me? Thanks.
Because that's all it's ever been, y'all. I was trying to tell y'all many shows ago when we was talking about Real Talk Yanni, and she was like, what happened to the old school men? Why men can't just be stoic and quiet and all this other shit? Bitch, y'all bitches, we can't make no money on the internet. Y'all just get the trash niggas and talk and talk and talk. And once we say something and we trying to make some money, we sassy and all this other shit. Yo, they really, and they're mad that Trump coming back with freedom of speech. And we get to say all the shit we want to say. Like, yo, bitch, you fat.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the Black women in this country. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we failed you. You never failed to show up to save people.
I can't do this.
They don't listen. They don't listen. They take your support for granted. I want you to know that I appreciate you.
I can't do this.
And I will always stand with you.
This message is for Black women and Black women only. Today, the entire country let us know where we stood. The entire country told us we were on our own. The entire country collectively told us. We are tired of the popular narrative, if you're in trouble, go find a Black woman. No, we are in the front lines of so many marches and causes that have very little to do with us. That's got to stop. Over the next 4 years.
Here we go. There they go telling on themselves again, y'all. We are at the front line of so many causes that don't concern us. So you'll do that to be against the Black man. There you go telling on yourself again. Why would you be marching for so many causes when you got Black men and Black boys you need to be marching for? Like, they tell on themselves all the time. It's ridiculous.
4 years, the entire country let us know where we stood. The entire country told us we were on our own. The entire country collectively told us. We are tired of the popular narrative, if you're in trouble, go find a Black woman. No, we are in the front lines of so many marches and causes that have very little to do with us. That's got to stop. Over the next 4 years, we got to pour into each other and ourselves like we've been pouring into other people. We are constantly getting let down, beat down by everybody around us. That's got to stop. From now on, we literally need to mind our business. Don't ask us.
So you're telling me that you wasn't minding your own business all these years. That's what you're telling us, right? Because all of a sudden, you have to mind your own business. And you're still not including the Black man. But at the same time, you're self-admitting that you have excluded yourself and you were dealing with everything else. And now you're going to stop that. That's all the Black men was ever saying. Sis, you're involved in everything else but your own community. When Trump is sworn in, I'm never talking to a Black woman again. And you talk to a Black woman again. And you know what? And men have that option. And they're mad. They're actually mad that men have that option. Ma'am, you done sullied your pussy, sullied your image. You sullied everything, boo. Any Black man that had a choice not to be with you, I believe he would take it.
It's for nothing. Because we're taking this moment to rest. Don't expect anything. Because we're taking this moment to rest. Black women, we got to pour into ourselves, into our families, and other Black women. I'll admit, I'm not completely surprised that this happened. The entire world has never held back on their dislike and disdain for Black women. And as Black women, we just continue to love and pour into the world anyway, even though they don't like us. Over the next 4 years, we've got to mind our business. We've got to start a business, start earning and saving. We have to start pouring into ourselves and each other, Black women. And then we got to rest. We're going to rest. So
was a little sad last night, I have to admit. But this morning I woke up with a new reclaimed spirit. Because I'm not going to keep being sad for a country that keeps showing me they do not give a F-U-C-K about me. I don't care that y'all was canceling out each other's votes. You still want to lay in that bed with that man knowing that he voted for that man. The one that grabs coochies. And you still want to bust it wide open, spread the evil, and give him kids. So when this all backfires, which it will, inevitably, it will, it's going to be glorious to see and bear witness to. Because I'm not going to be there as your solidarity sister. I'm not going to be there to hear about it. I'm not going to be there to fight. I'm not going to be there. Y'all got to figure it out. The people.
Ma'am, if we voted for Trump and you voted for Kamala, you was never there. So by you not being there now is not something that I'm missing. You wasn't there. Don't you get it? But I can understand that you're upset. You lost. You tried to fight without your men. And your men, because you can't lie, the men turned out for them. The black men turned out for them. But as they tried to align with everybody else, the few black men that don't align with that shit, we had an alliance of other men and other people, and they disagreed. Now, black sister, don't you think it would be better if all of us black people was together? No, because I just believe that my freedom, my choice. But now all of a sudden Trump lost. I know that he's a racist, so I care more about black people.
Look, I'm entering a new phase, just like our favorite influencers, what I'm not going to speak about near nothing. And the people that voted for him have to figure it out. Or what? You lost your welfare benefits? You got to figure it out. You have mental health issues, but you voted against Social Security? You have to figure it out. Your whole family got deported? You got to figure it out. There's no more Department of Education? You have to figure it out. My contribution and what we talked about last night before this even happening, because I just got married, I'm not popping no kid out. I'm not. And that's my contribution, to save my own sanity. I hope that y'all figure out whatever it is that you're going to do to save your sanity. But as far as helping, you got it. You're on your own. I hope you figure it out.
I wore all black today time in the morning. I wear the outfit all the time. But the more I think about this shit, the more mad I get. Like, I'm pissed the fuck off. I burst into tears this morning and was just laying there looking fucking stupid. Like, what the fuck just happened? And it's like, I just seen a comment that just made me even more mad. It's like, bitch, are y'all dumb? Are y'all dumb? Somebody said, okay, so I know I'm really focused on the Latinos because y'all blew my mind with this one. I can't lie, we actually not cool right now. I can't lie. Like, I'm only laughing because it is funny when, like, it's funny weird, but we're actually not cool right now. I can't hold it. But somebody said, like, when he said they would start deportations, who the fuck did you think they was talking about? We're not the immigrants here. They can't deport us. We're from here. My whole lineage. I came from slaves, bitch. My family's from here. I'm from America. Who the fuck did you think they was talking about? They're talking about you, stupid. And then there's people like, well, they vote that way because they're legal for now. You're legal today. You think they can't change the rules? You think they're not gonna switch that shit up on your ass? They repealing shit left and right. We did get an abortion last year in some states, and now I said you can't. You think they're not gonna change the rules to make you not legal, bitch? They just said that birth rate shit is capped. You think they're not changing shit? It's clipped. It's clipped, bitch. What don't y'all get? It's about to go from if you was born here to your mama gotta be born here, and her mama gotta be born here, and your mom's was not born here. Some of y'all wasn't even born here. I actually know a lot of y'all who wasn't even born here, and you came here as a baby, and your siblings were born here. So now you're gone too. Hello? Who did you think they were talking? They're talking about you. And it's like, okay, I dead ass don't go bad. Bye. I know this video's gonna make a lot of people mad. I'm not lying, but y'all gotta get the fuck on. See ya. I might be reporting my damn self. You better not let me find out you're not legal. Where are your papers? Like this, I don't know if y'all don't see what's gonna happen. They finna pull you over and fuck that insurance bitch. Show me them papers. Where's your birth certificate at, hoe? And then on top of that, he's gonna give him immunity. So you better not say shit back, bitch, and you better say it in English. We're not the target. We already know how to fight this fight. We've been fighting them for so long. The trauma from the shit they was doing to us is in our DNA, bitch. It's in the way we laugh. It's in our mannerisms. It's in our culture. We've been fighting them for hundreds of years. Y'all new to this. A lot of people have, they had their internment camps. That was short-lived. They had the Mexican kids in cages. That was short-lived. Ain't none of y'all been back and forth with them like this for years and years and hundreds. The slavery part was 400 years by itself. And that wasn't even that long ago. We know what we're doing.
And so I just looked at her and I said, let me try to explain it as simple as possible. There's a call to war. Black women get a call for battle. Black women come together as a collective. They come up with a before battle plan, a during battle plan, and an after battle plan as a collective. Once Black women get themselves together as a collective, then they call in other communities. They discuss the before, the during, and the after. They discuss all 3 plans with them. Everybody is in agreement. The day of war comes. Black women stand on the front line. Black women hold up their swords and say charge, and they start running towards the war, towards the battle. Black women look back, and now everybody who said they were going to go to battle with them, now they don't. And Black women are left to fight that battle on their own. 98% of the time, Black women win the battle, right? When Black women come out of the battle that they just fought, for everybody's interest.
There she go, telling off again, telling it again. Black women went to fight for everybody else's interest. And she's talking, look who she's talking about fighting. Black men ain't even there. Black men are not even there. Just to hear these women talk about themselves losing is a beautiful thing. They've been busy helping Billy build his business to stunt on the black man. And he just put her ass in check again. Psalm Wellback, what's good? This felt better than Christmas, the Super Bowl, a vacation on the island, and smashing for the first time. Yo, it is a beautiful feeling. I can't lie. These females never focus on the bottom line. Just take offense and speak from emotion. Facts. These bitches drive me crazy with this. We are fighting for everyone BS. I mean, the funny thing about it is they're speaking, but I truly believe that they don't think that we hear that. Ma'am, you're sitting there telling us you've been fighting for everybody else. Don't you see that you're admitting that? And that's the reason why you're mad? Don't you get it? You're mad that you abandoned the black man trying to go fight with other people like your voice matters. That's why you're mad. Useful tools, useful fools. Yeah, brother. But listen to them talk. They talk like they know what they're talking about.
Now they don't. And Black women are left to fight that battle on their own. 98% of the time, Black women win the battle, right? When Black women come out of the battle that they just fought, for everybody's interest, they come out with battle scars, trauma, and some more stuff. And they barely get a thank you. Black women are tired. So this particular coworker goes, but I voted for her. And I understand that. But your community, y'all didn't come together as a collective. Because based on the polling numbers, the majority ruled and said, this ain't it. We ain't doing that. And they voted differently. So you and your community didn't come together as collective. And they outranked you. So regardless of what you did, the numbers show what the majority of y'all did. You understand?
No. Do you understand that the black man been telling you all along, when it's time to be white, they're going to go to their side. When it's time to be Hispanic, they're going to go to their side. You're the only dummy that when the war's on, you don't go to your side. And you be like, well, I can't go to my side because of the shit you've been doing.
Said Black women are tired. And based on the numbers, y'all don't need us to help you in your fight. Y'all have the numbers to do it. You proved it. The polling numbers showed us everything we needed to see. The polling numbers showed who needs our help and who doesn't need our help. Now, I get it, what you did, but your community as a collective outranked you. Black women are tired. So now that we see the evidence has shown us y'all don't need us to help you fight, now we're going on vacation.
Ma'am, why was you helping them? Are you taking any questions? Why were you helping them? Why were you helping them? All indigent, self-righteous Sophia from the color purple asses. Get the fuck out of here, for sure. Fighting on my life? Right. Fighting who for who? Because you ain't been fighting us. You left us. Damn sure ain't fighting us. So you fighting who for who? Vote blue, no matter who or what they're offering you.
And that's on period. I don't know how else to tell you. And here's the thing. Your feelings shouldn't be hurt. Because if your feelings are hurt because Black women are saying, hey, we opted out, you got it, Marco, then you have some more work to do. You have some more, you need to educate yourself a little bit more. If Black women saying, hey, we opting out for the next 4 years bothers you, you need to educate yourself just a little bit more. Okay? Now listen. What has happened has happened. And the results say for the next 4 years, this is where we are. All I can do is encourage other communities, come together as a collective, come up with a before, a during, and an after plan, and then fight your fight. Y'all got this, but we on vacation, okay?
So, what we've been seeing in this video, we've been seeing Black women allegedly throw the towel in of helping everybody else. So Poppy and them, I hope they deport you. This, I hope they do that to you. This, I do that to you. So basically they're turning on everybody. Hold on. Hold on. So basically they're turning on everybody, what she's saying. So you never was cool with them. Yo, these people are some evil people, B. This is sick, bro.
In my practice, working with women, it doesn't matter if they're 250,000 earners and up, or stay-at-home moms, or low income, middle income. It don't matter. We tired, right? So I'm gonna take you backwards. Many of us had to grow up before we were ready. Many of us had the responsibilities of grown-ups at the age of 8 and 9 and 10, and it never stopped.
Here we go. Y'all lucky I ain't got no sad music. Y'all lucky I ain't got no sad music for these sore, losing, sour, pussy-ass bitches. Y'all are so lucky. Yeah, them old comfortable Negroes are done. My question to you fellas are, why are they mad? I still don't get it, besides the fact that you wanted to make a statement on men. Because I don't see why you mad. Now you're mad at Poppy and everybody and the white girls, and you're mad at everybody. And that's what the other communities didn't know. They didn't know that the Black man knows, yo, these bitches are gladiators. They mad at everybody. So now they're like I said, they're exposing their hands and showing the whole world how bad they are towards everybody else. Black men already knew it. What does that have to do with us? Your black mama made you raise her kids so she could chase eggplant. I know, brother. Hold on, let's get some money for that. Nobody, boo. You tell, that's your story, bitch. What you want white people to be like you? How pathetic are you?
Matter. We tired, right? So I'm gonna take you backwards. Many of us had to grow up before we were ready. Many of us had the responsibilities of grown-ups at the age of 8 and 9 and 10, and it never stopped. Right? So think about that. Start there. Many of us had to be the parents in a respect that the parents couldn't be there, whether they were working, right? Working a job, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whether they were mentally unavailable, right? Couldn't be there. Don't matter what it is. Many of us grew up before we were ready. So then that started our adulthood very young.
Ma'am, you voted for Kamala and lost, and this is the story that you have to say? Ma'am, yo, these bitches are sick. She voted for Kamala and lost, and she's telling this story. This is sick shit, y'all. Why don't you spend that same time and energy volunteering to help teach and raise these twerking teen girls out here to get their minds right so we could, man, you talking way too much sense. So we can rebuild black families. Man, they're gone, brother. You know it.
So now we move into being an adult, right? We out here trying to make it. And we're having a battle. We always have a battle. It's internal and external, right? Because how we think and feel about us is one, right? But then you got external, right? So you got the election. People went to sleep hopeful, woke up devastated, disappointed, right? Hurt, sad. So many different adjectives I can describe. But the point is, we're tired, and a lot of people don't understand why Black women are the way they are, because we don't have the option to stop when we're tired. You got to show up at the parent teacher conference, right? We got to take the kids to the doctor's appointments, right? We got to make sure the house decent. We got to make sure they got food to eat. Make sure we go to the grocery store. All of those things, if they have any behavior issues, if they got stuff going on, we got to handle that. We ain't got no option to be like, shoot, I'm tired. I don't feel like, we ain't got no option, because we got to do it no matter what. Because for many of us, if we don't do it, it ain't going to get done. That's why we tired. Right? And then let's not talk about relationships. Let's not talk about how we feel about ourselves, and sometimes how people outside of us make us feel, in the respect that, when you're a Black woman, right, you competing, excuse me, for the Black men, because the Black men may not see us as valuable. The Black men may not see us as beautiful, right? So they go outside of the race. So,
ma'am, do you spend time beautifying yourself every day? No, I'm talking about you. Do you spend time beautifying yourself every day? No, I don't beautify myself every day, but when I'm going out, I put myself together. So on a day like today, could a man say that you're less than beautiful because you didn't try to beautify yourself? Nah, I think I'm beautiful either way. All right. They big scared of Project 2025 and Trump bringing slavery back. That's why they're mad. Their thought leaders, Meg and Cardi, and even Queen B, let them down. Fuck your feelings. It's the economy. It's the immigration. It's the youth transition. And this, most importantly, is the fact that you can't win. Your voice don't mean shit. And all you talk about is how you align with other people against Black men. That's all you ever be proud of. So you got some nerve. Black men don't think we're beautiful. Right. You're bald-headed. Right. You let yourself go. Right. And on top of you doing all that, you're not acting like you did that. You're supposed to be nice when you done fucked up and you're not the most beautiful. You're supposed to be extra nice with the extra sauce.
So we competing for them, right? We competing in the workspace. We competing for them, right? We competing in the workspace. In corporate America, right? We're competing there to get a promotion, to get paid equal pay. We competing there too. Huh?
Ma'am, why are you competing in the workspace? Why are you not home with the children? Because I want to compete in the workspace. So why are you using it as a victim card? You want to do that. Why are you using it as some sort of down or negative? You don't get to do that. That's why you're talking to yourself. Because no, you're not taking questions. Got it.
Shoot, and our co-workers, right? Like, we got to present a certain way. God forbid, we got to be concerned about how we wear our hair in certain spaces. We got to make sure we don't show up too ethnic. Believe it or not, like, we tired. We got to be the mama, and no matter if the husband is there and their father's there, guess who they call? They call us first, right? So we the mama, we the sister, we the auntie, you know, we the cousin, we all things to everybody. That's why we tired. And then for those of us that are women of a certain age, like myself, start going through changes, right? So now I'm 54. I ain't no longer 34 or 24. And with that being said, there's a lot of changes that happen. There's the weight gain. There's the not feeling as desired, not feeling or liking the way we look. There's so much, you know, and still trying to be successful, but yet we competing against everybody.
There you have it. After all her independent years, she's old now. And after getting old, she's tired. Damn, sis. You want black women. If you had to give advice to young black women, do you want them to follow your life? You sound tired. Dang. Wanted to be strong and independent. Oh well, right. We don't feel sad. I don't know why that bitch think we feel sad. Bitch, you wanted to be tired. What the fuck? It's unbelievable. Black women are just selfish and can't see beyond themselves. Nobody's making this woman say this stuff. She's just saying it. They act like feeling desired is a human right. It's because, you know how they say, casting couch, Cardi B fucked her way through the industry. It's one of their superpowers to feel desired. And she's basically telling other races of people, don't you know we had nappy hair since we were little babies? We haven't felt desired our whole lives. But she won't add in the part that, and then the way that we was taught is to be manly and brutish and not to be ladylike so we don't be desired, and to always put our headphones on, wear sweatsuits and hoodies out in public so men could not desire us. And we don't like when men catcall us and stuff like that. We don't want to be desired. She's not adding all of that. It's okay. Harris slurped and humped her way into power. Right. You know what it is. You know what it is. They are all evil like Kim Porter. Yo, you know what it is. They were taught this. In America, they are taught to use their box for goods and services. The more beautiful you are, you know, the better goods and services you get. Women that look like her believe that she's the same thing as Kim Porter. That's where the problem came in at. You are not a Kim Porter. You got to give up more than your box. That's just the problem for me. You don't look like Kim Porter. You got to give up more than your box. Your box does not garner anything that Kim Porter gets where she could run this evil empire. You don't get to run no evil empire. You just get to just run and be evil. No empire. Because your box can't get that unless you pay.
Right? And I'm not saying comparison, right? But we competing in the sense that we competing for that dollar. You know, we out there trying to be business women, trying to be CEOs, running our business, but shoot, a lot of times we ain't got the resources. And many
They lead with their wallet, fellas.
Sometimes our businesses fail because we don't have the resources, right? There are people that may not necessarily invest in our ideas, invest in our business. We tired. We tired. You know, trying to do our best to raise our children, right? Raise them up in the way that they should go. Don't work out all the time, right? In the way in which we hope, right? As a parent, I don't care how many manuals they got out there about how you're supposed to parent. Man, please. Ain't no manual to show you how to be a good parent and how not to affect your children in a negative way. How many mistakes we made?
Ma'am, only thing that happened was Kamala Harris lost. Why are you doing this? This is crazy. Yo, these people are sick, bro. Yo, Ma'am, Kamala Harris lost. Why are you doing this? I can't listen to this shit.
We just figuring it out, we just figuring it out. We tired. Social media at times make it worse, right? We tired. Then it's like, if we ain't sexual enough, then it's like, ooh, now we hypersexual. Now we show too much skin, right? Now it's just all of these different things, and I don't care who they are. Then it's like, oh, if you don't do this, then you get cheated on, right? And it's like you're trying to be all things to everybody. Just understand, being a Black woman is tiring. But we don't have the option to quit. We ain't got an option. Because if we quit, people will suffer. If we give up, people gonna suffer. Whether it is our family, our mates, our partners, or just us bringing what we bring to the world. If we give up, people gonna suffer. And here's the other thing. We're taught to be a strong Black woman, right? I never use that word anymore, especially in my practice. I never use that word. Now, are we resilient? Have we overcome some stuff? Have we went through and still going through and still pick up ourselves and still worship the Lord and say God is good? Anyhow, we still do it. Even though we don't understand why we go through the struggles we struggle, we don't understand because we like, Lord, when is it going to get better? Like, when are we going to not have to fight? When are we going to not be so tired? When? We don't know, but we keep going. So you see, for a lot of people that were triggered this week because of the election, they were hopeful that a woman, a Black woman, could be elected for office. They were hopeful. And then, when they woke up the next day, it was so hard for me. I had to hold a lot of space in my heart for all the women, especially the women that came into my practice that day. The majority of the session was spent talking about that, processing how they were feeling. I'm sitting on my love, my good energy, and I'm holding space for all my Black women that are tired.
Ma'am, 80-something% of Black men voted with you. Why don't you speak on Black men? Why can't Black men be a part of anything that you're doing? It's embarrassing, bro. No one ever said the Black woman isn't sexual enough. She just, right. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We can't do this. I'm trying to understand the connection. What does your failure as a single mom, career woman, in a BBW with a strong face have to do with Harris not winning the election? Right, woman king delusion, because she was like, they're all holding space for the, like Disagreeable always says, they're praying, meaning hands together. They pray over each other's pussy. So they always have a space in their heart for women that may be down. Their pussy may have fibroids and all this other stuff. And they hold these secret spaces for women, which is all fake and bullshit, just to be against men. I got a show on her. She is an evil Satanist like the rest of them mad dudes in the great, right? It's not a game.
So I pulled up last election's data. I'm still sad at my core. And I think that's now. Because it's about to, like, without being I feel like I was lied to. I think that social media wanted to paint a picture of optimism at the cost of everyone else and did not want to listen to the realists that were like, oh, are we talking about the same set of white people? And I think that's propped people up for an even bigger disappointment. Because like the while earlier I was talking about how, and I put a TikTok video up about how like I got by the TikTok algorithm. But also when I realized when I was talking about it, I wasn't just following TikTok. I was like reading. I read Heather Cox Richardson. I subscribed to the New York Times. I was getting Nathan Cohen's The Tilt. He was constantly saying that it looks like we're going to have a Republican reemergence, that the Republicans are really getting strength. His newsletter was it, but then everyone else was like poignantly altering Nate Silver of 538, and even like the way like just different outfits were talking about like early voting and the numbers to like get to the end, and we have 10 million less votes than 2020. Yeah.
Yo, this was one of my, I'm sorry about this, y'all. because we know what they're talking about. Oh, wow, she ended up with Diddy in the first place because yeah, for sure. For sure. Come on, man. Because you got to remember how Diddy worked. Diddy worked. If you got a beautiful girl, Diddy the man, he won't take that. That man's nasty. I'm going to have to watch that show when I'm off work. You know, it's nasty what Diddy do. This one of the commercials they was pumping in New York. Mercy College. I had to watch all this manly, aggressive shit. This is a commercial they pushed in New York. I don't know if y'all ever saw this. Look. This came on all year last year, be in New York. Look. She goes up against the horse. Look. Look. That's what we dealing with. Go get your education, boo. You'll be the high horse of your community. I was like, yo, this shit's crazy.
Yeah. Well, before we get into it, let's put our agenda on the screen. So this is our loose agenda. The results, the order of blame, because I do think that it does make people feel better to find out like where to point the finger. So this was my suggested order of blame, which was to start with Joseph.
My suggested order of blame was to decide where to point the finger. Yo, y'all black women, I know this is y'all brothers out there. These are your black women. This how fucked up we are, man. Any man in his right mind say, you two ladies should be with a man, doing something. Y'all out here talk about who to blame for the fucking Kamala Harris defeat.
Then white people. Because white women telling everyone they understood the assignment when deeply, in fact, they were not going to ever find the assignment. And then Latinidad, which I think has caught more people off guard unless you're from South Florida or from Texas. So I find all of the people from South Florida and Texas being like, yeah, we've been told y'all that, you know, and then deregulation and what that's going to mean. And then, you know, all the things the Democratic Party is going to need to change to embrace seriousness. And then a little bit of hopefulness with down ballot in 2026 midterm. We would have to start building that out. You know, I think people can be sad for us. Has the House been called? When I checked at 6, no. Let me check again really quick and Google it.
Well, New York Times is saying 187 to 204.
218 gets you the majority. It's so sad. Yeah. Oh, where you go, sorry, girl? Hold on.
How's you kicking me off?
Sorry. On the ground coalition building. So I'll be outside. Y'all probably see me knocking on your door. Say hi. But yeah, well, we can get into the data. We had this conversation since we've been running the series this whole time. We had this conversation, I think, last month about the white women vote and whether or not white women would be so moved by their rights getting taken away to actually vote for Kamala, and the answer was no. And when I said they are unbothered by this, people, you know, you want to assume the best in people that you could push them into things. Certain people will vote against themselves at all costs because.
I hope y'all listening. Now, these are two women that don't mind getting portrayed as anything other than black, but now they're going off on the white women. Now they're going off on the white women. And that's the look that they have. That, yo, white women were never your friend. They're really upset over that. No, Tyrone, these are your women, nigga. These your women. They worried about what white women think.
Because they don't care. They think they're the exception to the rule. The same can be said for like Latinidad at large, which we can get into that. But I think before we get into those demographics, we do have to look at the data about the white men. Because the white men, particularly the non-college educated white men, that is a growing block of people that I don't think our society knows what to do with. How do you have white men that do not have college degrees, are making less money, and they're voting for a billionaire? We're going to all have to figure that out and get forced.
These black women are some of the most lost women in the world. Ma'am, put some of this energy into black boys. They almost act like black boys don't exist. Yo, it's heartbreaking. Fuck it.
Social media is the problem. They're on their phones just like us.
And I have some stats for that too. So let me pull this back up and let's get into this. This is where it ended. And I think a lot of people were surprised by this, that he won the popular vote and then also won the electoral college.
I think I'm not surprised he won the electoral college. I'm surprised he won
the electoral vote. And this is different from 2016 because people didn't know who Trump was going to be as a politician. We know, and I would like to say, before we get into that, we need to begin. I got a point. Yeah. And COVID, I feel like genuinely people do not remember Trump's presidency because COVID gave people amnesia. I think, do I remember going from 33 to 37? No. I think there's a point in that. A lot of people don't remember.
Here we go. Dear black woman, you have no power. Your voice means nothing. You lost the election. Black men helped you, but you didn't care. You didn't give a fuck if no black man voted. You knew what you were going to do. And you wanted that to be the winning mission. So for me to see your faces like this, it brings joy to my heart. And I will have a great time on you bitches. And yo, somebody hit the Cash App so we can make money on these bitches.
Yeah. Because why they don't remember, they don't know what to actually attribute to Trump and then what to actually attribute to this. I think it's COVID. And I also think the Biden administration, from this COVID push out, from the COVID rollout, from the vaccine mandate, continually had a communications problem. Mm-hmm. And I think you're not receiving consequences for.
Ma'am, none of that mattered. You still voted for Kamala. You wanted to beat the men. Why are you coming up with all these stories? You're a sore loser.
January 6th, and him not outrightly being called out on the insurrection that he literally started and stood there in Washington until years later.
Oh, you done fucked up now, bitch. You done fucked up now, bitch. Hold on, y'all. Listen, bitch. For you to ever bring up an insurrection without saying that there were no black people there, and you act like you some pro-black, you fake bitch, you need to really be checked. How dare you bring up an insurrection without saying, well, black people wasn't there. And that's all the fuck you should care about. Acting like you mean something in this country. And the people that you're supposed to mean something to, you abandoned.
People have white people have downplayed the entire thing. Whereas most of us remember, I remember being at work being like, are these people scared in the building? They had a noose in the middle of the.
Ma'am, did you see any black people there? Yeah, you lying bitch.
I don't think Americans we don't understand warfare. We talk a lot about revolutions, and we talk a lot about I think even the way we talk about it and how January 6th was in our memories, it doesn't really speak to what happened. Like, people lost their lives that day. The seriousness.
Lying again. And people lost their lives that day. That was one of my most proudest days of being a black man. Making sure that no black man was in there doing all that stupid shit. But they're not proud of that. They care more about that the white man doing stuff with his white country. Crazy.
This of it. Absolutely. And then we'll get to Joe Biden. But Joe Biden being resistant to the media during his presidency also aids the people not knowing what to attribute to Trump and what to attribute to Biden. And the disinformation machine has worked really well, particularly for white college, non-college educated, white working class men. Because where are they getting their media from? They're not watching 20.
Remember when what's that bitch name on The View? I don't know. I guess Joy. I don't know. Whatever the girl name was on The View, she was calling the white women uneducated white women, and they keep talking about uneducated white people. Like, who these black women think they are? Yo, these people are sick, yo.
2020, they're not reading the local newspaper from podcasts. And I have a Joe Rogan that apparently Trump, let me not misquote the actual, we're going to jump around with the stats, but let me put it on the screen because I was so surprised that it was this stark, really quick. Speaking of where...
Ma'am, are you taking any questions? Why were you surprised? Well, I thought that black women had let other races of people know that we're not like the black men, that we're more together.
white men without college degrees, particularly because they voted for Trump at 69%. Trump went on at least 20 podcasts compared to Harris's 4. So those 20 podcasts included Joe.
Ma'am, they wouldn't have her, and the way that they wanted to have her, she didn't want to be had. It wasn't the podcast fault. She didn't want to take those questions. And then other people, they don't want Secret Service in them around their shit. They don't want to be a part of this shit.
Rogan, Logan Paul, people that I would say like mainstream media is like, oh, these are fools, whatever. But that's where they're getting their news from. And that is what has essentially allowed them to deify this person who doesn't give a damn about them either.
They said some boat got stuck in the ocean and and the Disney cruiser helped them.
Think about COVID. So it's the fact that they've forgotten because it's a word, but also the discomfort, reckoning with all that.
Yeah, that was Sunny hosting The View. She's Puerto Rican, calling black men and white women. She said uneducated white women, and they was getting after her.
Well, some people intentionally don't want to think about it, and so it becomes like, oh, well, what really happened? And it's super easy for Ben Shapiro and for Logan Paul and Joe Rogan and Aiden Roth and all these various white men to rewrite history because these are not people who read books. They do not read their paper.
Ma'am, when we had Kevin Samuels and all the other guys, y'all wanted to take him down. Y'all didn't want to align with the black man that was making his way in the world. Y'all tried everything to take black men down when they rise. And you're jealous that Aiden Ross and all them get to do it big. You don't try to take them down. You don't call their shows trying to battle him. Yo, black women really, really. I mean, we knew it all along, but this election is bringing all the weirdos out.
Paper. And then we have a social media algorithm that will just constantly reinforce what they're hearing on these podcasts. One of the things that's also really important is, of course, not just the presidential race, but the thing that will impact people very swiftly and a lot faster than the effects of the presidential race, which is our legislature. So the House results are not in, but the Senate results are in. And this is what's most depressing.
Right. All Kevin Samuels was trying to do was tell them how to get a high value man. That's all he tried to do. How to trick a dude, and they hated him. Yo, you got to trick a dude. You got to be ladylike. You got also all he tried to tell them. Get the marriage, then you can do your thing. Excuse me. They hated on him.
I think so. Yeah, this is what troubles. This is a nail in the coffin. Yeah, I think it's to have like a more radical imagination around what this signifies. I do not think people are aptly prepared for violence to be effective at this juncture. We don't have communities of care. We don't have. People rightfully don't want to be hyperbolic, but people also like, how do we relate the seriousness of the situation? So this means Mitch McConnell is very giddy and very happy because what's left they're going to steamroll. So we're already a conservative Supreme Court. We're going to remain a conservative Supreme Court. They are going to continue changing over the district courts to conservatism because of courts across the state that are appointed on the federal level are all lifetime positions. Correct. Yeah. So from the Supreme Court to the Court of Appeals to District Court, those are all lifetime appointments, and our entire judicial system is going to be transformed into ultra conservative. Yes.
What does that mean to you, sis? What does that mean to you? And what does that mean to the black man? I know you don't care. Yep, they can play the long game. Brother, they messed it up. They didn't want to be a lady for a high value man. And like I say, these high value men, they want Instagram models. And these regular women right here, they supposed to be fun toys and everything for a man, but they're too busy doing careers. And they're supposed to be making more beautiful people that look like them. It's just all wrong.
And we have the federal branch of the court system and you have the state branch of the court system. If you live in a red state, your state branch is likely already conservative to begin with.
Well, ours just became.
Yes.
We had a Democrat majority and we lost it, and it's now 6-1 Republican.
It also, to point out one thing that I thought was really interesting on the New York ballot at least, and I'm sure it's similar in other places because we talked about this last time, a lot of judges, because state courts have election, is Joseph Robinette.
I know they babbling, guys. I'm sorry.
And we come back from the fact that we allowed an 80-year-old man who should have never moved close to the primary. Should have never been on the primary ballot. We moved front and center right.
Ma'am, if you would have got with the black man, we could have voted somebody other than Trump into the primary. Would that have made you happy? Or you wanted a woman in there no matter what? You could have came together with the black man and we could have voted for a different primary on the Republican side, and you won't have to be worried about Trump. Do you think that way? That's why I say black women are sick in the head. They wouldn't have to face Trump. We could have not voted him in for the primary. But you can't do anything alone, sis, because look at the way you thought about it. If you truly hated Trump, we could have not let him even be a candidate. You understand? So you clearly don't know the war that you fight. That's why we don't let women lead war. How they say, can I get a witness? Because this don't make no sense. They could have voted Dr. Jill Stein. Them Republicans had plenty people out there. But they didn't see where the real war was won. They were actually ready to sit back and watch Joe Biden lose. They actually wasn't going to vote for Joe Biden.
And like the writing is on the wall, right? When you look at the history of American presidents, and we want to play this game of like American history, politics at the electoral level. Democrats have been doing bad since JFK. And as soon as they allowed a Nixon to come in and that silent majority proposal to work, rather than taking a hard line in the opposite direction, Democrats have been trying to meet Republicans in the middle in order to get those working class voters back. Which you can't get working class voters back with policies that do not help them. Which Bernie said,
ma'am, do y'all care about black people? Because I don't even understand what y'all talk. Why would you have any of this more focus without the strength of the community to make your words more powerful? It's just the dumbest shit, but they thought they were aligned with the white community. See, that's all this was. That's all this is, man.
Sanders wrote something out funny. These past two elections, we're being told who needs to be the primary and who we owe loyalty to this person. It's been much more about loyalty and a lot less about whose policies. Like, oh, we couldn't have Elizabeth Warren because nobody's going to elect a woman, but then we get a black woman in 2024. They beat back Bernie twice. They really have not allowed people to engage at the primary level, honestly, with who the nominees are.
Ma'am, yes, they did. But you were Democrat. You didn't give a fuck what the Republicans were doing. You could have easily switched over. You didn't care. Like I said, truth be told, you were not going to vote for Joe Biden. So Trump was going to win either way. And I didn't know that. I was one of the scared ones.
Have been sold on this idea of loyalty, which that is breeding more apathy in Democrats and would-be Democrats. Because all of the flaws that the Republican Party has, they allowed Donald Trump to run in the primary. People ran against him. What's his name? DeSantis tried himself from Florida. Ted Cruz ran and got Jeb Bush. My one happiness was Jeb Bush losing as a child from Florida in the FCAT. I was like, ha, a stupider man beat you, and good for you. Well, Republicans really got to choose. They got to choose who they want. Trump being president was their choice. That's their guy. And honestly, it's really more about Joe Biden waiting until, what was it, 6 weeks before the DNC? 3 months? He should have never gone for a second term. Let me put this one back on the screen. Now that Joseph has been berated.
Y'all hear that? That's what losers sound like, y'all. That's what losing sounds like from the black woman. They're going to talk about Ted Cruz, Governor Newsom, Jill Stein, all these people that they don't give a fuck about. And my question would be to them, which one of them white people you name are different from Donald Trump? That's what I would like to ask them black sisters. Do you think any of those white people are different? Well, no, that's why I'm a Democrat. Oh, so let's talk about why y'all gonna blame Joe. Oh, so this is the order of blame. Joseph, white people, and then Latinas. Yo, these black women are furious, nasty, vile, bile. And I'm talking about bile from Anthony Hopkins.
And he will not care about any consequences to himself. The amount of white men that voted for Trump, I would say in general, is unsurprising, but because they think they're getting something, even though most of them do not have the actual access to wealth to get anything. But a lot of people have been focusing on, this is such a large amount of white men without college degrees voting for Trump, which is 69%, in which we talked about a little bit. I just wanted to pull up the stats and you could see it. This is from NBC News. These are the exit polls. It does go also hand in hand into what we've been seeing, which is Republicans attacking higher education and them trying to attack the idea that, college is helpful to people, them trying to say, oh, well, you're not learning anything in college, this, that, and next. I think college is too expensive. I think it should be affordable, but it's definitely a helpful period of time that if you want to go, people should have access to. And it's very easy to see the correlation of them not wanting the people to go to college and then them also bamboozling a whole demographic of young men. My concern, though, is that this is only going to be 4 years. I don't even think these white men, because of the whole media apparatus that surrounds them, are ever going to know that it's Trump causing their life to suck more. I don't think even if their life gets extensively worse, they're still going to, yeah. I don't think people.
I mean, they really not talking about anything, y'all. This shit is crazy. That's an old tactic that didn't work for the 70s feminist movement. And you're black first, my sisters. For black women to put gender first and align with all women doesn't work for black women's for black interests. You don't believe what Sam Welbeck said? Well, listen to this.
The world. I think the biggest misconception about white women is that they are allies to women by default. They're not allies.
I think the biggest misconception about white women is that they are allies to your bald-headed black ass. That's a misconception. Or is it? Because these women are they're blaming white women. See? They're blaming white women.
And I found a wild statement that at first, even my cynical self didn't want to believe. And then I fact checked it and I was like, oh, wait, this is correct. Which was Donald Trump won the majority of white women voters for the third straight time. The third is what threw me off. I knew when it came to Hillary, they did not choose Hillary Clinton. I did not remember, and honestly, maybe I just didn't even look at it, that also when it came to the 2020 election, Joe Biden versus Trump, white women also, the majority of them voted for Trump in the 2020 election, and for the third time in a row.
So, they're just realizing white women voted for Trump. That's why I say, how could we follow you into a war? How could we follow you into a war? You don't even know the outline. You didn't even go do recon. You don't even know what your enemy's dealing with. Why would we follow you into war? It don't make sense. And another thing, y'all, white women, think about, this is why we always, I hate to say this, y'all, This is why we have little respect for the black woman. Because you want to be white more than the black men sell out. You want to be white more than OJ. Because you're more worried about how he put his hands on a woman. And the white women ain't worried about it. So it just goes to show that black woman, you're painfully embarrassing.
Then again, and sadly, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. So sadly, I knew they were going to do that. I think white women have a similar media apparatus that makes it extraordinarily easy to villainize any other.
Now they knew they were going to do that. And all the black women knew they were going to do that, y'all. Come on, man. We got to be real a little bit out here, right, y'all? If all y'all black women knew they were going to do that, why did you vote Kamala Harris? Why didn't you align with black men and say, hey, black brother, I know the white women are going to align with Trump. What should we do here? But you decided to make your own decisions. See, you could be celebrating right now, sis. Had you got with black men, and black men would have said, well, at the very least, we don't want these migrants because we know not to talk reproductive rights to the black gladiators, so you got to lie. So you got to say, yo, at least we don't want these migrants here because, you know, Martin Luther King and all his ancestors, that's not what they built this country for. So we would try to talk sense into them that way. And they would say, yo, brother, I understand where you're coming from. We got to make sure we take our space back in this country as black folks. But they were not united like that. They could be celebrating right now.
A woman vilify any other woman to white women. Because I think they were being fed messaging that constantly said that Kamala Harris was evil, was not a child of God, and she was against the family. I think it's more sinister than that, because this is their 2006.
Okay, it's more sinister than that. But ma'am, could you believe that there's any truth to that? Are you open-minded? Black social progress after civil rights was disrupted by false feminist promises. The feminist movement promised to uplift black women too, sex, money, and they did, but at the cost of the family. And not only the family, just the whole mindset of the black woman. And like you say, you gotta blame these fathers. They raised their woman to where they don't need no man instead of going out there finding a good husband, or you know how it is when what they do with these Catholic schools, you know, Jack and Jill, where these, you know, they grow up and these families know each other and they could speak for the man or introduce their daughter to a good college graduate or a young man who's running his family's business because they Catholic school people, you know. And just even the fathers that want to put their daughters in basketball and all of that other stuff, you got to go find her a man. But we just got lost the whole way around.
$16 gap. So white women, 47% voted for Trump, 45% voted for Hillary. And then you have this year, you have white women, it's grown. 53% voted for Trump versus the 45% of white women that voted for Harris.
Does that make you want to go be with a black man? See, it's nothing that can make them want to be with you. No fucking stats, no numbers, no nothing. Could make them say, yo, I need to go with my man.
Negligible amounts of third party. We didn't talk about it earlier, but to be stated now, the third party amounts are very negligible. The people yelling at the third party voters, find somebody else to yell at because it's not sensible to yell at them. Let the people do what they want and exercise their conscience because it didn't have any effect on anything. With this, I think white women largely, and I'm of the belief, you know, with you kindly pointing in the direction of Tracy McMillan Collins Fick.
Yo, I do got to make an announcement. Sam Welbeck is the sponsor of the show, And I do have another announcement. I think my StreamYard, I think I'm running past the number, so I don't know if it'll cut off or not. I don't know. I've never done it before. But it don't matter. I do have OBS.
And knowing your whites, white women are a set of whites that I know. And white women believe in their deepest core of spirit that they are the exception to any rule. That white men are awful to them, but they are
the ultimate victim as well. Yeah.
Always. So they
Ma'am, if white women are the ultimate victim, why won't you come back and be with your men? Why is that not an option? You know that they're the ultimate victim of who? Of the almighty whitey. So why don't you go be with yours? Why?
They will vote for Trump and still be like, yeah, maybe he'll ban abortion, but somehow I'm going to get me one. And that's what they chose to do. In droves, 53%.
I think something the data is hiding is that Black women are being radicalized as well. We when we do show out, we're pretty consistent, but a lot of Black women are checking out.
I think that's valid. I have, let me see, do we have it here? 91% of Black women that voted for Harris, and 7% voted for Trump.
Ma'am, you could have voted 100% Black women, you wouldn't have won. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? You lost. You could have voted 100%. You think that 7% means anything? You could have took all your Black woman vote.
But the stats that I didn't pull, to your point, are, I think it's about 10 million Democrats around that number that did not vote, and what percentages of that are Black people?
Rather than yelling at third-party voters, why were we not engaging kindly with disaffected voters?
And I think that would have made more sense.
Man, why don't you answer that question? You were the one promoting Kamala. Why didn't you do it? Now, the only time we like you to be forgetful is when you forget. When you pulling your panties down and you forget, and you bend over and you forget, and you say, hey, big boy, come give it to me, and you forget, and you just be loving it, and you just like, that's the type of dumb stuff we talking about. Don't be dumb for some shit that you can't win. They just don't have the numbers. Facts. Look, listen, the numbers are telling them you ain't shit. And that's what the Black man is rejoicing for. Only reason why is because you damn sure don't want to be shit to us. So what are we supposed to do? We will take you back. Come suck these eggplants. No other way. So you know what they say? Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move away. I'm going to do this. I'm going to crawl under a rock. I'm going to just talk as a loser.
I think that was a strategy.
But we were too busy telling people that Palestine was a single ticket issue. We were too busy telling people that we need to focus on economics and not gender reaffirming care, not gay or trans rights, not disability. We are too busy telling disenfranchised groups within our communities that their concerns don't matter, and we distill a lot of people from engaging in voting.
There you have it. I'm educated. I don't deal with uneducated Black men that do have a vote. I make sure I stay away from them because I'm more educated, meaning I'm better. And those people outvoted me. No, they can't. No, they're not smarter than me. They just outvoted me. So that's why I got this face. Come back home, sisters. We'll take you. We're forgiving people. We know that you tried to do it. We're hoping that this finally sits you down. That's what we're hoping. Could you just sit down? You said you're tired. Could you? I got a question for everybody. Got a question. Yo, in a sexual scenario, do you want your Black woman to be tired or not tired? What would you rather? I know you'll take it either way, but which one would you rather? Let me get an answer on that. In a sexual scenario, would you rather your woman tired or not tired? And why? Would you want your woman tired or not tired, and why? You know? Because you niggas need to be straightened out. But I got to know some things. Do you want your woman tired or not tired in a sexual scenario? And I guess I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint and I'll say, hey, like, what are you getting out of a black woman's vagina if she's not tired? What are you getting? If a black woman is not tired, how does that, what are you getting out of sex from her? If you like a black woman to not be tired when you have sex with her, what are you getting? I prefer her to sit on top sometimes and ride. True. One of my favorites. She won't do that. Very true. Very true. I like that. I like that. Very true. I try to tell brothers. That's one of my key factors. I won't lie. If, you know, it all depends on what I'm dealing with, but for the most part, always make a bitch ride you. Always. Make that bitch work. Never let off the hook. Always make that bitch ride you. You niggas be letting these bitches off the hook. Let that bitch claim tired. Fuck that. At least you know she's really tired. She rode you. You know? Always make a woman ride you. You know, not too big. Yeah, I like that song. Great answer. Great answer. Great answer. Because these brothers, they like back shots and stuff. You're not getting the best out of the woman. You can still get your back shots. Make that bitch ride you. Let her get up there, play lazy, do whatever. Don't be ashamed. Let her get up there if she playing lazy or if she getting busy. Make sure she put some work in. You still could do your back shot. You know? I mean, for the most part, that's the only chance you get to make love to the bitch. You know? Get to hold her, grab her hair, bring her low to you, kiss her on her ears, suck her titties, you know, rub her body, rub her leg. You get to, that's the only real time, you know, unless you're getting on top doing all that. But that means you letting her off the hook. No, let her get on top and earn that. Then when she say you tired, she's tired, you like, okay, I believe you. Khalil, what's good?
Yep. And I think the other part of not checking in with us, because we are as Black women disenfranchised among us, was also the opposite point of that was then the people that wanted to engage, particularly the Black vote, the pathway was like, we're just going to smack you with it. We're going to smack you and we're going to tell you your ancestors died, so you better get your ass in line. And that's not going to work.
And I think
they're going to have to start yelling.
And they're going to have to start like reflecting at least an attempt for policies down ballot that they can directly speak to as Democrat policies that would be positive influences on people's lives.
Ma'am, did you vote for Kamala Harris? Yes, I did. What the hell are you talking about? Whoa. Platypus said, I make sure she worked that throat. I like it. I like it. I like it. You know? That's one of the things that piss Black men off too. You bitches twerking in the air, doing all this shit. Bitch, you ain't really throwing down. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And I think also we deserve something. Black women have overwhelmingly shown, 92% is the highest percentage of anybody, that we are willing to put aside our needs for the greater good over and over again. At a certain point.
Here we go, telling on herself again. Did y'all hear the thing that black women put their needs with other people? So the black men and the black boys of the community, they make sure that they tell you, we didn't put y'all with our needs. Listen.
So we deserve something. Black women have overwhelmingly shown, 92% is the highest percentage of anybody, that we are willing to put aside our needs for the greater good over and over again. At a certain...
Ma'am, why would you put black men on the side for greater good of white people? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Right. The people, we struggle to pay our rights. We struggle to pay our bills. DNC party, reproductive rights will make it better. I know, brother. I know. I know, brother. All we're saying to ourselves is, that sounds weird. And we saying to our black sisters, ma'am, that don't sound weird to you? They're like, nope. Ma'am, do you believe in baby deletion? No. Are you voting for Kamala? Yeah, she believes in baby deletion. It don't matter.
Point. People are rightfully like, why? And to be very, very honest, the majority, the blame is a mix of Donald Trump himself, obviously, Joseph Robert Biden, and white people. It's the three of them. But the rest of us also are deserving of seeing ourselves represented in the policies that are passed. Because nothing proposed, I was like, okay. They didn't even talk about student loans. They're like, yeah, we've let that go. We're moving on from that. I'm like, black women are the largest affected demographic of student loans. We owe the most money. People love to tout the statistic because we're very proud of it, that black women now are the most educated demographic. And with that, we are the most debt-laden demographic. 6 figures of debt. Doing the right thing to get what? Stress. Time for them. No one.
There you have it, fellas. Black women know what they're doing. They're getting this debt and they're doing it on purpose. And the problem is black men know what you're doing. And they're like, yo, you're doing all this on purpose. You expect me to ride with you? No. You're doing this on purpose.
And hate new immigrants more than less new immigrants. You know what? Somebody was doing, Tony Barra, who I like on TikTok, was saying that when everyone thinks of conservative Latinos, they think of Cubans. He's like, you need to meet Venezuelans and El Salvadorians that make over $35K a year. He's like, middle class Latinos are well represented across the diaspora as conservatives. And if you read anything on the history of the anti-abortion movement, it talks about how the Latino movement, because of Catholicism, is very fertile ground for a conservative anti-abortion movement to flourish. It's just that whiteness continually gets in the way. But some communities have been able to come over here and be absorbed into whiteness. So they think. Yeah. So they think. And I think Miami Cubans are the #1 example of this. And I think it's their holistically, a large percentage of Hispanics are Catholic. So you have the Catholic angle with their anti-abortion views. Also, Latinidad as an ethnicity is made up of 3 different races. You have white Latinos, you have Afro-Latinos, or Black Latinos, and then you have like Mestizajes, and then you also have indigenous Latinos, which they never want to mention that. And the Mestizajes being as in like mixed race, depending on where your phenotype lands, depends on how you identify. And I saw somebody put the idea out today, which was we need to stop lumping Hispanic/Latino as an ethnicity and instead call it what it is, which is a shared language group. And I thought that was really interesting because that makes sense. Because,
ma'am, you didn't know any of this stuff made sense before you voted for Kamala and lost? You didn't know any of this stuff beforehand? I don't get it. I just love to see these women take this L because, yo, ma'am, we didn't do this to you. You went out there and you self-admitted, fought for every other person's greater good. And you got to hold this L. Men are just looking and laughing.
For example, white Cubans, a lot of them in Miami are descended from land-owning Cubans in Cuba who Fidel Castro pushed out to then redistribute the land. We get into a long argument about how people feel about that redistribution, but some of them do come from plantation-owning Spaniard descendants. And they will tell you if you ask them. And so they feel in their spirit, and they're not technically wrong, that they are white. What they don't want to ever realize is they are white and Hispanic here. And they will loudly tell you, and they have been all over Instagram today, oh, good, I voted for Trump, go deport the rest of them. Not realizing that, immigration's INS. INS under Trump will not care if you have paperwork or don't have paperwork. And the numbers are what have really shocked people, but I want to go back to 2016 because it shouldn't be so shocking. And by people, I mean people outside of South Florida and people outside of Texas. So in 2016, Hispanic men, 28% voted for Trump. And mind you, in 2016, he very clearly called Mexicans, specifically, he called them rapists, called them murderers, called them all these awful things.
Ma'am, Black women are the only ones that try to take the damsel in distress card. Everybody else is stronger. But what do the Black women do? Fight, work out in the gym, go on adventures, and act like she's a strong woman. But she's so talking about, well, he touched the woman. The other women don't care. Why do you? Why do you care about January 6th?
Hispanic vote that largely voted for him, some of them were Mexican American, and then you have 28% of Hispanic women also voting for Trump, and that is compared to now we have. Oh, this is the religion one because the religion to your point.
He made huge inroads with the Latino community.
He did, despite calling Puerto Rico a pile of garbage.
Ma'am, nobody cares what you think that the white people care about. Why don't you care about your own community? Yo, I'm sorry, y'all, man. These fucking Black women, man. I'm sorry. Fuck. Y'all think we're not done? We're done, man. Come on, man. Fucking wasting their time doing shit like this. That's why we try. Sam Welbeck sponsor the show. That's why we trying to make money off, because it don't make sense that Black women galvanize together in a losing effort. And the last thing that comes to their mind is, well, maybe we need to get back with our men and be stronger. Crazy.
He won the Latino men vote 55%. So the majority of Latino men voted for Trump. That is inclusive because Cubans are a small, technically they're a small demographic in the Latino population. They're just very loud. The largest demographic of Latinos in the United States is Mexican Americans. So 55% voted for Trump. And then Latinas, it's funny to me to see it say Latino women. I was like, that's not correct. 38% voted for Trump. He didn't even have any messaging for Latinas for them to be like, yes. The average racist American person is like, well, actually, you're the fool for voting for him because I would like all of you gone. I would say the only demographic from Latinidad that I think I haven't seen the country by country breakdown, that I think in the United States, because Puerto Ricans and Puerto Ricans, are not allowed to go to federal election. I don't believe Puerto Ricans that have full U.S. citizenship, I don't think they overwhelmingly voted for Trump. Other than that, it's probably every other demographic.
I also think Caribbean, because if you all saw them other racist people, I know he said nasty thing with the Haitians, but
I wanted to pull it up. I'm gonna find it and pull it up. There's a stat, because my friends and I were talking about it in a group chat, and I would say I was flabbergasted. And the more we talked about it, I was like, oh, I would like to see the country by country breakdown. In 2016, 30% out of all the Black men that voted for Trump, they did the data. 30% of foreign-born Black men, so technically the first-generation immigrant, voted.
So yeah, y'all get it. They're mad. They're mad. Y'all get it, man. They're mad. Okay. Now, you add that with this. A different time. See, these men still did this in Trump era. I mean, in Biden era. These popped the balloons. Now the plumber guy and all the guys, they can say what they want to women. They won't be canceled.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
And what do you do?
I'm a librarian.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a manager of a library in Las Vegas. We do a lot of great things for the community, mobile showers, and I got a kids show on YouTube, Storytime Adventures with Mr. Billy, where we help kids develop a lifelong love of reading through storytime. Kind of like Blue's Clues and Reading Rainbow.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love to cook. I'm a country boy. I love to work on new skills. I'm always learning something. I love to read. Obviously, I'm a librarian.
Right.
I love to travel, try out different restaurants. Pretty spontaneous, open-minded.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Negative people. I'm big on positive energy. Someone that's not punctual, and someone that doesn't practice empathy.
Okay. And I feel like I skipped a question. What do you look for in a woman?
I'm looking for a life partner.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for someone that shares a passion for life, someone to build a strong connection with. And you gotta be fun. I like to laugh, enjoy life, and just looking for someone to build with.
All right, cool. All right.
I mean, sounds like a decent man to me. I mean, but you got to remember they are looking for a look.
So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Katrina and I'm 46.
Hey.
How you doing? I like your answers, but respectfully, if I seen you, I will not look at you. You're not my type. Like,
And that's all this is about. It's all about looks. Man's a good man. Somebody who will take his time and teach her children how to read and do things of a positive nature. Okay? And with Kamala Harris losing, they're going to want somebody. They coming back, y'all. Don't worry about it. They're coming back. Because they're going to really, how long could they last? Literally. How long could they last? Because in the meantime, we getting passports. We doing what we got to do. We doing X, Y, Z. How long can they last?
I mean, as far as it's a dating thing, your outfit is not something that I would talk to somebody going on a date.
Ma'am, he just said he was a good man. All right, the voodoo girl, right.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
It's cool. Yeah, she got it going on. Like an aura, good energy. Take care of her skin. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you end up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm 40. I popped on balloon because I just don't feel an attraction. Like, you're not my type in any way.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it.
Got it. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes. Yes, very pretty. I like her smile. Yes, tall, little sexy thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go over here.
It's fucked up, man. Yeah, son. Oh, son, well, babe, you looked up bad in Kia? You looked up bad in Kia? If you looked up bad in Kia, then I know what you mean. If you looked up bad in Kia, I mean, yo, that is a space for, my God. Who the hell's Janet? Oh, the little one? Yeah, I like her, man. But they like I say, a lot of brothers don't realize, which I don't encourage, if you went overseas and you had all these same age women looking the same, but they have better family value morals, and there's some seasoned ass overseas bitches, would you brothers take them? I don't advise it.
Your name and age and why you end up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Kiki. I'm 52 years old, and it was just the initial attraction. I love his energy, love what he does for a living and everything, but it was just the initial attraction just wasn't there for me.
Okay, got it. Same thing here. Is your type?
No. Respectfully, you seem very elegant. I can tell. I'm big on just reading energy. Just initial attraction as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby boy. Talk your shit, homie. You can have on all this Louis Vuitton. Even this dummy with this dumb shirt on, he don't think that you're good enough. Ma'am, you're 52 years old. A lot of you brothers don't like dark-skinned girls no more, I notice. Y'all don't like black, a fat, not her, but y'all don't like black ass and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why do you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, Billy. My name is Phoenix Lemon. I popped my balloon because you said you live in Vegas. I don't do long distance relationships, but you got really pretty eyes, and you can always change the outer appearance, so But yeah, thank you. Nice, and I love to read too. So nice meeting you.
I love it. Yes.
All right, now is Phoenix someone that's your type?
Very beautiful. You know, you see the blue eyes. You know.
I mean, he's a good man. He's a good man. Okay? He don't have to dress the way y'all want him to dress.
I like the setup. You know, you got it going on. You're looking like a rock star. But I understand that. I respect that. But yeah, very gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, my name is Kathleen and I'm 40. I ended up popping because I don't feel attracted to you. And I also feel like I probably eat you up. So I lay back on that. Like, yeah.
In what way?
Every way.
Oh.
Every way. Yeah, I'm extremely intellectual and I'm passionate about a lot of things and I like speaking about a lot of things. You seem like a brilliant person, but you still, yeah.
So I seem like weak in your regards, or?
Yes. Yes. You are too nice for her taste. Yes. You seem weak. Are you weak? No, brother. But that's just how the black woman thinks about you. Sorry. Shit, no. Right, not you, Psalm. No such thing as too dark, darker to bury. What Eric Sherman say, looked up and down and said, I'll take her. Yes, like I realized that a lot of black men don't like dark-skinned asses anymore. And I'm like, yo, y'all niggas are missing it. And I'll tell you why you're missing it. I'll tell you why you're missing it. I'll be fair. The reason why you're missing it is because the black woman has messed you up to where you don't really have fun with the bitches no more. You don't have fun with the bitches no more. That's the reason why. Now, you get a dark-skinned bitch. What is the first thing you're supposed to do with the bitch in a sexual scenario? Oil you that bitch up. You oil you that black ass up, homie. And you have yourself some fun. You niggas don't have no fun no more. So what? She's a gladiator. Ain't nobody else gonna oil you the bitch up. Oil you her body. Let that black ass shine. And have yourself a good time, B. You niggas don't know what the beauty of dark skin is. You gotta oil it up. Ain't nobody else doing it.
I'm trying to think what to say. Okay. I constantly keep on evolving forward because I feel like I'm that way. Yeah, for sure. But some people aren't close to my level yet. And I feel like you're not close to my level yet. So
as far as career wise or what? Oh shit. Like everybody calm down.
No, not career wise.
Everything I respect.
All right. Yeah. No, we still more things? No. Okay. All right, now is Kathleen someone that's your type?
No. But I like how she carries herself. I like a confident woman. Say what you say, I respect.
Okay.
You know.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Tina and I'm 42. I ended up popping my balloon. I love the fact that you have a passion for children. Everybody knows Tina love the kids. Yeah. I love the kids. I really.
Well, that sounds like a good match. That sounds like a great match, even with your overweight ass.
We do. So I really love that about you. The initial appearance I don't like, but hey, everybody like what they like. You do what you do what fits you. You feel me? So, but the initial appearance I don't like, and I'm not attracted to you either. So those two things were the reason why I popped my balloon.
I respect that,
ma'am. The fact that he's great with the children don't override that. What overrides anything for you? I mean, they give brothers no breaks. Somebody that's really helping the children. But she can't be caught dead with a man that'll wear a shirt like that. And that's where the problem comes in at.
Is she someone that's your type?
I would say no. Just off initial attraction. I like your spirit. Just listen to you talk. Just on first glance, I wouldn't approach.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Now we gotta pop over here. Your name and age and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Yeah.
Struggling with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis.
Unbelievable.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Regina, 37. You're handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lord, when she said she'll eat you up, it was crazy to me. And you didn't have like a valid answer back, I guess. But not.
What? She said she would eat him up and he needed to have a valid answer? What? Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm trying.
No, seriously, you're handsome. I like your style. I just think maybe a little taller and yeah. But initial attraction, I do feel you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, she's someone that you date?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Eyebrows on fleek.
Oh, period. Look.
I see it now.
I mean, he got swag. He got swag. He just don't got the look. I mean, he got all these ladies laughing and smiling and having a good time. He just don't have the look. He has the swag. Come on, disagreeable. Goofy swag. It plays. It plays. You know, we don't do that, but niggas do that. It plays. Yeah, boy, I see you got the purple with the lavender and the eyebrows. Like, you killing them, boo. I like that. Like, use that shit, son. Yo, Arlette, you got the maroon burgundy with the stripe and the piping down the breast. Like, wow, accentuate the cleavage. Like, Arlette, you killing it. Like, you got the hair with the wet drip. Like, yo. Yeah. It does look like a house party outfit. I agree with that. Good observation. Good observation. It does look like a house party outfit. You know? That nigga got swag, B. Goofy swag. Don't do that.
Didn't have like a valid answer back, I guess. But no, seriously, you're handsome. I like your style. I just think maybe a little taller and yeah. But initial attraction, I do feel you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, she's someone that you date?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Eyebrows on fleek.
Oh, period. Look.
I see it now. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I think the toes.
Lord Jesus, this is second. Don't y'all zoom in. Don't zoom in on the feet.
You know what's happening.
Please don't zoom in on them feet. But no, yeah. But initially, your attraction, I was attracted.
Mm-hmm.
But when
you wanted him to have more of like a rebuttal to that?
Well, no. I think maybe when she said that she'll eat him up, maybe like his response to what she.
What? Hey yo, you. What do we say? Huns, I like them brainless. Huns, I like them brainless. Huns, I like them brainless.
He said was more like dominant, if that makes sense.
And
I apologize if I kind of overlooked, because sometimes when you're being publicly, displayed as a man, you want to be careful with that. So
right. She tried to disrespect him and he was careful. Why are you penalizing him?
I understand. So you may be reserved a little bit.
Sure.
Yes, sir. So I do understand that as a woman, but just more dominant, I guess. Like an alpha male. Yeah.
Well, she said that, and honestly, I just don't go back and forth with women. She said,
that's what I figured.
And I asked her specifically in what way.
Yeah.
I mean, career, that's I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know what she meant. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
yes, sir.
And you can't really get a vibe off of that within 5 minutes anyway.
Correct.
All right, thank you. Let's head back. Okay, so we do have one unpopped balloon. Do you guys have any questions for each other?
What's your relationship like with God?
I have my own personal relationship with God. I mean, I've had so many blessings in my life that, like, so me and my sister, we've been still since we were little, pray every night. And I'm so thankful for my blessings. Do I go to church every Sunday? No, but I have that personal conversation in the morning and nighttime.
Okay, what's your relationship like with your mother?
Very tight. My mother is everything. We have a close-knit family from North Carolina. We talk every day. I feel like it's important for a Black man to have a relationship with their mother. And I love it.
How many children do you have?
I don't have any kids.
Don't have any kids?
I'm great.
I do have one more question. And it goes back to spirituality because I'm very purposeful on my relationship with God. So where would you leave me?
In regards to spirituality?
Period.
Well, I need to learn you. I mean, that's how we get to know each other, and that's how we build. If I'm into you, I'm going to know everything about you and also support you, and that's a team. So,
Okay, so what about spiritually?
Spiritually, we got to share the same. We got to share the same commonalities. I believe you asked me about my relationship with God. Obviously, I feel like we got that, and we go from there. I mean, if you want to go to church, or we're talking about mindfulness, mental health, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna support you.
Okay, I think.
You understand? Learn from homie. You know, the man talking, you know, don't be shy. Speak up, even if you're nervous. You speak up, you stay well spoken, even if you don't have great grammar or pronunciation like him, stand on yours, speak, you know, let them know, yes, you are sophisticated. Okay?
I think I'm a little bit more just intent on my relationship with God and where my future person will lead me with, well, not necessarily lead me because I have a strong foundation and I'm very like secure with that. That's it. Yeah.
I love
it. All right. So let's do it on this way. Come on up here over here. Any final questions between the two of you?
I got one.
Okay. That's my
How's it going? If you could title your life as a book, what would you title it and why?
Loyal Lies.
And why?
Because I'm tired of people lying and I want to tell the truth.
I love it.
How much are you willing to tell the truth?
Transparency is everything. I ain't got nothing to hide.
So when was your last relationship?
3.5 years ago.
Why so long ago?
Well, I relocated to Las Vegas.
You're in Las Vegas?
Yeah. And the woman didn't want to relocate. I wanted to do long distance. It don't matter. If I'm feeling you, we're going to get it. So,
damn. I mean, that's one thing I must say about the Passport Brothers. Like, do you understand that you don't got to go through all of this questionnaire bullshit? Like, you have to have the right question to get this big pussy. With your passport, that woman is only worried about, can you provide for her? You know what I'm saying? And we ain't talking about much. We talking about flower dresses and shit like that. You know, it's a big difference. Because on the other hand, you can't really ask her shit, or you'll get your balloon popped. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Okay. Why did you break up with your ex?
I'm willing to travel, and I think she wasn't willing to do the same. It wasn't reciprocated. So, I mean, what's the point of wasting time? You know, I wanted it to work, but if you're not going to travel, and I can make it work. I'm the boss. I can travel every week if possible. So it just didn't work like that.
He said he's the boss. Will he get popped? Damn, where's my horns at? He said he's the boss. Will he get popped? Now, back in the days when we grew up, y'all, it used to be like this. Uh-oh, will he get popped? See y'all next week on today's show, so you would have to wait next week till the damn show come on, you know?
As far as making time for each other.
Okay.
All right. Well then, my final question is: a yes for you for him?
It's not a yes. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go nowhere.
Where you live?
I'm here. I'm based here.
That's an hour flight.
I'm locked into my schedule, and I don't want to go anywhere. I don't. I'm sorry.
All right. We'll have you head on back over there.
There you have it, fellas. That man seemed like he could definitely match with her. He's big enough and strong enough to handle her. Seemed like they could just talk all night about the bullshit that she want to talk about. And he would not hold judgment because he liked to talk back. So they don't know what's a match.
Fortunately, that is all the balloons popped. We do thank you for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
With Asana, AI teammates are here to help keep work on track.
Yo, this show is sponsored by Son Welbeck. Son Welbeck, you got to give me something. You brothers, I keep telling y'all, you got to give me something that I could put up there. You know, what do you offer? How can the people contact you for something? Somebody just might. You know, you got to give up. Let me know what you have. You know, a YouTube channel, anything. Even though y'all know, me, Disagreeable, and all of us, we're migrating to better channels with less cursing and stuff, but we still got to keep these. So,
Single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark, how old are you?
I'm 40.
And what do you do?
So I work at a chiropractor. I do all the PT. So basically I'm a PT tech, and I do all massage and basically like rehab therapy.
Okay.
Man does rehab therapy. He know how to make a woman feel good with his hands and you know, mathematics and all sorts of shit, right? But he wears his hat in a funny way. So let's see what happens.
Cool.
And muscle work.
Got it. And now, what are some things I do for fun?
No, I like to fish. I like to hang out outside. Honestly, I have two boys. We like to go throw the ball, play fun. I like outdoor stuff.
Okay.
Honestly.
And how old are your boys?
So they're 9 and 7.
Okay, 9 and 7. Now,
Yep, I knew it was gonna happen. Boom. I know it was gonna come.
all right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I'll say I just don't like people to assume and say things just be straight up.
Okay.
Honestly, that's all it is.
Got it. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, that's my number one thing. My number one thing is people assuming things. Just ask me. Sometimes if you assume things, just be straight up. Okay. Hey, are you doing this? Are you doing that? If not, that honestly breaks the deal.
Okay, so. Got it. So to get a few pops, let's head on over there, see why they ended up popping. I feel like we kind of have a clue though. All right, let's start with your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Katrina, I'm 46. I popped my balloon for 2 reasons. One, I just didn't feel the energy was kind of off, and the ages of the children.
Exactly. Cool.
But other than that, you seem like to be a cool dude.
Thank you.
See that? Black women don't want you to care about the age of their children, but they get to do it. It's not her fault though. It's America, man. She's been systemically programmed, man. You can't even fault the woman.
All right, now is Katrina someone that's your type?
Yeah, she go out, love to hang out, do different things. I'm super open-minded, so you know what I'm saying. Look, it's crazy. I really have no type. It's all personality, and if we connect or not.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. It's gone over here.
See, men are way more open-minded. It's not about looks and all that. It's all about personality, whether we connect. I want somebody that cares about me. I want to care about somebody. And I just want to have a connection with a woman. That's all that man wants.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm 40. I ended up popping for a couple reasons. Aesthetically, I don't really like the nose ring. That's not my thing.
That was one of them.
Or the earrings. It's just, I don't want my man wearing more jewelry than me, you know. Yeah. But I do love your skin complexion. I think you're very handsome. It's just the jewelry.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Also the children. One, maybe it's negotiable depending on what we're dealing with. But 2, and they're young. No, that's not for me.
Totally understand. No
Yeah,
feelings.
thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Totally understand.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you end up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Kiki. I am 52 years old, and the reason why I popped the balloon is definitely because of the kids. I am free as a bird, like Big Meech, and I can't deal with baby mamas calling and saying Daquan has a practice or a baseball tournament, and my child is grown and gone, and I can't do it. Other than that, I do like the swag and everything like that, but I really can't do young kids.
I totally understand. It's not even like that. Between us, as you say, they totally understand.
All right.
Okay. I'm saying the boys, they just one of them plays sports. That's it. The other one. So you don't have to worry about it. But I totally understand.
Okay.
Thank you though. Appreciate it.
All right. So now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I'm just all of them are I feel like I'm super open-minded. I really am a type. It's about connection and everything. And
Yeah, I would. I do.
I
think light skin is a fun time. I do think light skin green dress is a fun
That's not
time.
how someone looks. Like, you know,
I think she's damn fun. You know, you gotta put the war down on this. She's ready for war. This is a fun time, and that's why she got her choices. But my thing is, ma'am, how many more eggplants do you want? Niggas want to have fun with you. You can't pick one and just go. Like, God damn.
we connect.
Okay.
Like, that's what it is. Well, and that's, man, I'm open-minded. So, like, I'm willing to try anything or talk to anyone or anything just because I have a big mind.
Okay.
So.
Perfect. Thank you.
No, son. I like them all, brother. I'm never limited. I like them all.
Go to our next lady here. Your name and age and why you end up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Phoenix Lemon, and I popped my balloon because of the children. My son is an adult, so shout out to Aaron. So that's why.
Okay.
So I said, yep, you have nice teeth.
Thank
you.
you.
Like that's it. But like this is like honestly me. I'm just saying like that was my choice because like in my early 20s, like all I did was work out. I played tournaments. And I was always traveling. So I honestly had no intentions in being with someone because they're gonna take it serious. They take it wrong because like I was in California, Texas. Like I was still traveling all the time, and I played for a lot of football tournaments. So like I'm gonna be.
Here we go. Man, just explaining himself for what? She popped your balloon. Move on, man.
I just keep it real with you. Like you call me like, hey, I'm not gonna be there this weekend. It ain't gonna happen. Like we can't hang out, and that's what it was. That's the only reason why I decided to have my boys later.
Yeah, and I commend that. I had my son at a young age, and I was married young and divorced in my 30s. So, but he's 31, and I just don't see myself with. Exactly. Thank you.
Totally understand. I respect that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go on over here.
And we're back in third quarter.
It's sad, man. I'm sorry, y'all. It's heartbreaking. Have her just open a portal and go back to Wizine the Swamp because she was married. She this and that. Man, what are you doing out here? Honestly, you should be like, but who are you to tell them not to just hang out and get eggplants, pick through men? I'll give him the box. I won't give him the box. I gave him the box. He won't call me no more. I mean, is it ever an age where you're too old for that shit? Like, you don't think it's nothing about you that would like to be with a man? She say, no, I lived that life already.
And I'm all about you dress really nice, you dress to impress, but you're kind of soft spoken, and I don't like that in my man to be like that soft spoken, and like you're confident but not as confident as like you need to be confident, powerful, hey, I got this. It doesn't matter if anybody picks me.
And all this, I totally understand that, and I understand what you're saying. That's just me as a person. I'm just saying that's just how I am.
Is that interesting, Sam? Is that interesting that in this Joe Biden administration, it's all about cancel culture, misogyny, patriarchy, and all this other stuff, but she wants somebody to be a bulldog? Are we hearing things right? Because I actually believe that most women believe the way she believes. I actually believe that. Because they don't know how to submit and adhere to a man of means. I actually believe most women are just like her. She's just the only one saying it.
I understand. You can't say I understand you say they're confident. I'm super confident, and I understand everything because every day I work, I talk to new people and do different stuff. So in that sense, I understand. But
is this my impression of you?
No,
my opinion doesn't matter.
No, exactly. Like I told you, there's someone for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Appreciate you. Thank you as well.
All right, let's head on back. So we do have 3 balloons left unpopped. Go ahead and ask these remaining ladies a question. Help you narrow it down. See who's more of your vibe.
Just one of my questions, like I was wondering, I was like, if I was to ask you guys, like, what is like your main, like, what are you grateful for?
Okay, what are you grateful for? Your name and age, and what are you grateful for?
My name is Risa. I'm 43, and I'm grateful to be here. Every day is a blessing. Every day I wake up is a blessing. I have 2 beautiful children. They are 15 years old. I have people that I love that surround me every day, and I'm just grateful for where I am in life because I worked hard to be where I'm at. So I'm grateful for that.
What's up?
Dang, there's the truth. She got twins, and don't want to, and she's out here. 15-year-old twins, their friends got to see their mama on Pop the Balloon. 15-year-old twins. Sad, man. She seemed like she want to take charge guy who will lead with strong alpha energy so she could call the police on his ass.
Go down there. All right, your name and age, and what are you grateful for?
Yes, ma'am. Regina, 37. I am grateful for life. And then I am also grateful for pouring into others as well. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, I like that.
Name and age, and what are you grateful for?
I'm Tina, and I'm 42, and I am definitely grateful for my boys. I have 2 boys, 23 and 20, and I believe that without them, I don't think my life would be what it is right now. So I'm
unfucking believable. And that's what the black man or whoever her baby father is. You get sidestepped for the children. Ma'am, you too old. They're 20-something. Let them go live. You out here trying to do something, but you're embarrassing them. You could have went to your own neighborhood. You out, your friends, those boys are 20 and 23. And they got to say, yo, look at your mom on Pop the Balloon. She a dumb bitch. Come on, man.
truly grateful for my boys.
Okay, so it is now time for you to actually pop. So I'm going to hand you a pick. Let me have you hang on to that. And based off of the responses you've heard, the vibes, I know you said you're an energy guy, whatever it is that you picked up when speaking to them, go ahead and pop one of their balloons. All right, so you had your balloon unpopped for him. Why so?
Oh, he's attractive. I like his answers. Yeah.
Okay. And now why do we end up popping hers?
Like I'm super family oriented. Like I'm invested in my boys. Like that's all I really focus on right now.
That's all your boys?
No, my boys and family. And then if I have something else, like it, I can get invested in it because like that's just the type of person I am.
Okay.
So
I respect it. Thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and ask our 2 remaining ladies another question.
My last question is like I don't know. People take it the wrong way. I can say like, what is your biggest flaw? Okay. So like they say, what is your biggest flaw about like personally, not about a relationship?
Okay, so like just within themselves, not when they're with someone or nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Start.
Well, he's stupid. He should have said within a relationship. Because he could have let them just pop their fucking balloons.
It doesn't always feel good. And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. And I'm learning on how to speak when I need to, when necessary. But I think because of some of the reactions I have received in the past, that everybody's not comfortable with being honest. And I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, and in that sense, like a lot of people can't take the hard truth. It's not you being rude or you being honest. Some people, you tell people something and they'll take it the completely wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people can't handle that. And I totally understand and respect that.
Yeah. Are you honest?
100%.
Okay. All right, thank you. Let's go down there. All right, the answer to this question.
So I feel as though for myself, my biggest flaw is that I can be too hard on myself at times. And that could be dealing with any situation. That could be dealing with work, that could be dealing with school, that could be dealing with my children, that could be dealing with family or friends, or relationships. It's just me, reevaluating myself and looking at myself.
Yeah, I keep telling y'all niggas, man. I could deal with a woman like this. She will talk your ass. She'll talk you to sleep. She'll talk you up. She'll talk you down. She'll just pass the time, bro. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. Just bitch, I could just sit there and be like, yeah, I love it.
And I can be a little hard on myself, and I've been told that. But yeah, I can definitely be hard on myself, and I feel as though that is a flaw of mine.
We'll head on back. We did get a pop back here.
Yep.
All right, where do we end up popping? I'll just feel the connection. And not to say that there has to be a mutual connection right off bat, but I'm already, when I meet someone, because of how closed off and reserved I am, I'm already like 10 steps ahead, so I have to see us in the future. So that's all.
So she read the future. And she read her future. Yo, I cannot be with a nigga that wears his hat like that. And that's just the story. Yeah, disagree with a bitch. She got 2 old sons you got to deal with. Ma'am, I'm good. She had the older woman pop the balloon. And they ain't no different from the younger women, y'all. Shit, it's 2 o'clock already, fam. Cut me some slack. But I do got to get another show in before my gladiator get in, B. I do got to do that. So I guess I'll come back about 3. Yeah, about 3. Have myself some lunch, brother. That WNBA monster couldn't see how beating her down in her future. Wow. She is a big bitch, man. That is a big woman. I mean, what kind of man do you want, boo? Shit. Because you know you can't keep wearing miniskirts. You're 40-something fucking years old still wearing miniskirts. You can't do it forever, though. You know? I mean, yes, she's a fetish. She's a fetish at best. Ain't nobody wifing that. Now, I'm the nigga that'll wife her, but you got to pay. She don't seem like that type. But yeah, just to have fun, she's a fetish. Big monster Amazon bitch. You thrusting your body all over her. She could absorb the thrust, not the eggplant, screaming, slapping her up, grabbing that weave, ripping extensions out of her hair, kissing on her ass, slapping on her ass with extra hard strength because you know she could take it, you know, holding her hands back, trying to hold. She pushing you with those big, strong ass legs. You wrestling this big ass wall. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, bro. It's a lot of fun. You know? But what happens when you wifing this bitch every day and you gotta come home and you tired and you trying to just put down a little bit of a fuck? It's not gonna work. She's too big for that. And she's only gonna get bigger. So it could cost you in the long run, B. You gotta wrestle this shit every night. My God. Only way it works is if she like back shots more than not. Where she just bending the fuck over and you get to just do your thing. And she all tall, right? So I'm definitely shorter than her. So she all tall. So like as a shorter dude, not, you know, as the best thing you got when you rocking somebody that's tall like that, for the most part, is you don't, when you hit her from the back, you want to be like off the bed. You want to have like your shoes on. You know what I'm saying? You want to be off the bed, have your shoes on, you standing up, got this tall bitch bent over, you got fucking grip. You know what I'm saying? And you able to rock. And that's your light fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way you could get away with having this bitch as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like for the rest of your life, because that's a lot to handle. You know, if that bitch wants you getting on top of her, getting in between her legs every night, I don't know if you could survive that. You know? Bitch, once you face fucking her every time, you like, you just wouldn't have been that ass over.
All right, so now she's someone that you type. I know you said all this other stuff.
Like her height and everything. Like, I like.
Oh, you like my height?
So just saying. So
Okay. All right, so let me have you come on up, y'all.
See, that's the wrong move. You supposed to stir up the shit, all that. You supposed to be like, do you want your balloon back? You supposed to stir it up. He like your height. You want the balloon back? That's what you're supposed to do.
Wait for me. All right. Any final questions between the two of you to determine if this is a match?
So I have 2 boys myself, and they're older. I don't have an issue with anyone who has children because I have my own. As far as age, that is a huge age gap from the age of my children. So as far as like, do you have any issues as far as like, say, if I called you up and I'm like, hey, you know, you feel like going out this weekend? You know, we got some.
Yo, what did I tell y'all? This bitch can talk. You hear me? Yo, you gotta get a woman like this sometimes. If you can't get nothing else, get you a woman like this, where all you gotta say is yeah, and she, yo, it's so fun. You just sit your ass there, and next thing you know, you start pulling her panties down, and she just keep on running her mouth till you get it, get it going.
Something going on or whatever the case may be, would that be an issue with you as far as your children? Like, is there conflict there when it comes to something like that?
There's not an issue.
Okay.
It will be okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty open. Honestly, we'll talk.
Okay. Awesome. Good.
All right. Well, I have a final question.
Shoot it.
Is it a yes for you for him?
It would be a yes.
Okay. Yes. And is it a yes for you for her?
Sure.
Oh, we got it.
What have you learned? What have you learned right here? Now, this is something that you all know, but what have you learned here today? You know this already. What have you learned about this match? About this match, what you have learned is light skin like dark skin. Light skin like dark skin. That's the real truth, y'all. On both sides. Light skin like dark skin. That's the real truth. You know, she believes he looks nice and dark, just the way she like it. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.